Oh, that
How did the cloning occur, though? Is the real question.
I have to put a pin in this later if Zena ever comes back. Be like, are they a clone or not? Okay.
We do have those barrels.
Oh my god.
This is
We're
true.
not cloning people.
So when a mommy Triton and a daddy Triton love each other very much, they go into spawning season, and the daddy Triton fertilizes all the
God.
mommy Triton's eggs, and then the daddy Triton incubates the eggs. Yes.
I got work tomorrow, y'all. I can't be here all night.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Then what's the mommy
Y'all.
Triton for?
Well, just start it.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Oh no!
We'll talk more about the comings and goings of Triton parenthood in the biological cycle at a later session. Today, though, we need to go and get to the Uryale fields. It has been mere moments after the fall of Karloff, who has been no more than a pile of dust on the ground of being blasted by shade. The field itself is calm. What little dragons that were left have started to go and make their way elsewhere. They're like the chromatic dragons, that is. The metallic dragons on the field in their various forms have kind of gone back to their humanoid forms. So, Himes is Himes, Firefly is Firefly, so angry, and so on and so forth. We got a lot of different characters to look at here at once. So, let's see here. I'm going to check one thing. I think the most pressing thing I saw from the feedback I got, I will say, okay, first and foremost, Gastari out of the field. You turn towards Ula and give the mightiest of bro fists to them.
Yeah, that's correct. That does occur.
Do you do the little kind of like da 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 from Big Hero 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
La.
This is important. I wanted to check for that. Okay. But outside of the bro fist, Shade, you mentioned how you were making a beeline towards Allie.
Yeah, she doesn't even like. She doesn't even like waste any time. Like as soon as Karloff is dust, she is on her feet. She is sprinting across the battlefield. She doesn't even say anything to anybody. She's just gone.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
I'll assist with the teleport if I must.
18. Okay. All right, you are dipping and dodging over all kinds of hills, over various bodies and corpses. For a quick reminder, because it was a month ago, this was the final layout of the field to give you an idea of where you all were last.
Oh yeah, Leo, you're on the other side.
No.
Unfortunate.
I would have
Yeah, she
grabbed that
is
teleport though.
There. Rector. Let me tell you where you are, Rob. Where did I put you on this map? Okay, you're right by the giant portal of doom. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Anyone else need a quick refresher of where they were?
No, I see myself.
Okay. Alright. Cool. Back to the nice, more picturesque fields, and the music isn't that dark. Okay. So, Shade, with that 18, you make it about 3/4 of the way before you kind of stumble a little bit over a body. But you do see Allie ahead. You got about maybe another, I don't know, few more 10 or so feet to run. So give us one last athletics check. Okay. You run over to find a bunch of the various Uryale Dragonborns with Birdie standing over her body. Do you see anything, or do you just kind of like push them out of the way?
She rips off the black diamond earring, and basically just pushes her way through, like, move, I got this, and she will move to cast Revivify, which thank God I've got the spell slots left. I didn't think to look. I did not think to look.
Okay. Do you say anything as you put down the spell?
Just like a quick little prayer under her breath. It's a prayer in Elvish, one that she had learned from her time in her village. Basically just reciting it, but like
Mm-hmm.
in a quick version. Like she's just like rushing it under her breath.
Okay. You go and throw out the spell and put it in. You feel the diamond disappear in your hands. By the way, give me a quick dexterity saving throw. I'm related to the spell.
Okay.
All right. You don't try to take too much heed to the fact your ear is currently bleeding from where you ripped off the ring,
Yeah, that's fair.
and you just sit there and and pray. As you do, you notice the spirits, the illusions, the guards, as it were, who knows what, that Ilana has blessed you, have also made their way around you as well. Your mother, the strange bespectacled man, and who you presume is your father, all kind of bend down, just kind of like huddle with you around Allie. Give us one last religion check.
I'm not good at those. Ugh.
Bell fades. Air is silent for a few moments. You'll hear a thing around you. Followed by a from Allie as
God.
you feel her chest start to expand underneath you as her eyes just kind of like blinks groggily for a few moments as you watch the few wounds heal on her. Oi. What happened? Did I eat something? Did it eat something rancid again?
Is the healing done, Flint?
Yes.
Okay. Shade's just gonna. She was sitting, and now she's just gonna flop back onto the ground and just like in relief. She just puts her hands up while on the ground. And she just goes, "I did it. Nobody talked to me for a while."
All right. Elsewhere on the field. Let me see. Elio.
Uh-oh.
The air around where your neck of the woods has calmed down. You can see, look to your right to see Zena atop of, well, the giant turtle. Totally, kind of like basking in all her glory. You look to your left and you see Prime Marauder kind of leaning next to Carrie. Give me a quick perception check from where you are.
Okay.
Okay.
25.
25. You overhear Prime Marauder kind of chuckle and look towards Carrie and say, so, how about that date? To which she bops him across the face before bringing him for a kiss. You just hear her kind of like smile back. You got it, asshole.
Huh. Neat. He just walks past,
Mm-hmm.
letting them have their moment. Everyone around me seems okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone got that healing.
Yeah. You see your father, though, still in the center of the field. I mean, not really focused anymore on the wide guidance spell. More so just kind of like quietly talking with Zakan. But they are eyeing you as you walk around the field itself.
Hmm. He'll sort of stretch his back, putting his arms in the air, stretching after that intense amount of bullshit. How far would he be exactly? Or does it matter?
What are you looking to do?
I would like to send a message over 120 feet.
You're fine.
Alright. I send a message to my papa. And I'll say, so, how are things at home? And as he's saying this, he's casually just like walking over dead bodies, like patting some people in the back, pulling someone up from the ground, just casually strolling as would be.
You hear the response back. Home is peaceful, quiet without you there. But I trust you've been enjoying your field trip, as it were.
Respond back. Of course, it's been wonderful. Also, if I'm to be honest, everything's been so fast-paced lately. I haven't had a chance to enjoy anything of the sights. But I have my plans and some things to do. But I promise I'll see you soon. And with that, he looks straight ahead, where his father is. Not going close, but we'll kind of do like a little hand. You know that classic hand gesture where like you take two fingers and like just kind of, you know what I'm saying, right? Flick them off like a see ya space cowboy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get me. He'll get on his broom and start flying upwards. He'll take a good moment to look what Zena's doing. I assume with her princess by now, probably.
Yeah.
He'll look around to all his comrades. They can handle themselves. And he'll fly up towards the floating islands.
Would you like to try anything towards him, Zena? Because you would have noticed this.
If she sees Elio leaving, she's I think she's just gonna wave to him.
You wave back. And he's gone.
A silent farewell.
It's his way.
Sweet baby boy.
And I can close my character sheet. Flint, the floor is yours again.
Okay. Alright, so let's go towards you, Zena, having watched him fly off. You see next to Talos, who is still present, you do find Princess Callisto very, very, very exhausted at your side, but awake.
Isa's gonna like just kind of. She's gonna throw an arm around Kalista to sort of help keep her upright.
Oh,
Princess, I must say that was very good fighting.
She kind of stammers for a brief few moments, just before kind of like stretching up. Yes, it was. She kind of like brushes off a little bit of the dirt, has a little bit of blood on her cheek. Not hers, of course. It appears I've lost my temper there for a few moments. But her eyes widen. Are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? She's like lifting up your arms, open up your mouth, check your teeth.
Zena just sort of like gently pushes her away. I have been through worse. It is very hard to knock me down.
I suppose not. She looks across the field. Have found quite a good number of friends.
Yes, I would say I have. And she's gonna like she's gonna like put her arm around the princess to help keep her up, and she's gonna start leading her towards the center to where Aegean is. And I think as they're walking, she's gonna start telling the princess about her crew. Starting with dear old Captain Melchior, and then she goes down the list.
Okay. Give us a quick performance check, Zena.
Yay. Roll20 recently updated their font, and I can't read any of this shit no more, dude.
Alright. You tell a rousing story filled with, half-truths, lies, and just altogether a few moments of just embellishment, mainly because you don't remember everything exactly. But your princess is impressed. You do, though, happen to highlight the most important moments of your time spent becoming a babysitter to Sabine, of your time beating up a mummy in Saltmarsh, of making friends, of finding your own in this crazy-ass world.
She definitely talks about getting Melchior a turn for his birthday. She's very... She makes a big note of it.
Okay.
Speaking of your... Oh, don't die.
Oh god!
Liv! Roll some death saving throws, and you better fucking succeed.
Felix, no! Diana, what have you done? Oh god!
Oh no.
Felix, please don't perish.
Oh no!
Felix dead?
Sorry, guys.
I'm concerned.
It's over.
Are you sure?
While getting your breath back, speaking of the captain, Melchior, the realm of hell is already starting to kind of collapse below you. As you see kind of the distance, Bahamut already kind of pushing Tiamat back into it. But give me a quick perception roll from you, my friend.
Perception. $26.
26. All right. With your, as always, impeccable awareness of the world around you, you can see in the distance Lady Maria already having a very stern talking to with the Raven Queen. As you can see, an open portal of Barovia behind her. I presume that she's being kind of coursed back in. But more importantly, you see your sister Millie kind of slumped down over the corpse of a few fiends and monsters at her feet, just hair disheveled, kind of with her head down low. But from your current vantage, alive.
Does she look like she's been, like, severely injured?
You don't see any like pools of blood, but she looks very, very tired and just kind of slumped.
Okay. I would like to spit into the portal of hell, just for, good old time's sake, I guess. And
Naturally.
then I would like to go over to my sister, and help her up. And as I give her my hand, I'll use Healing Hand to heal her for 15.
Okay. I'll say as you spit into hell, it does have a nice little noise as it hits the ground. But as you pick up your sister and start to put the healing touch to her, she looks at you with just tears in her eyes. You came for me.
I kind of just like look at her like deadpan, like, in what world would I not come for you?
No one ever really comes for me. Shade went after the kid first, which I get, but I thought I was gonna be the sacrificial lamb there for a second.
Shade went after Himes because he's a child, and like I guess he maybe needed the help more, but we don't deal in sacrifice here. I was never gonna let anything happen to you.
She kind of snuffles at that. I'm sorry, I take your room all the time. I find the bottom of the ship just too much like home, and it just brings up bad memories. You can have your room back. I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. I mean, it is my room, and I do have it back. I've had it back for a while. But when you did have it, it wasn't really that big of a deal. The state that you left it in was the big problem. That's all.
I'm a big girl. It happens.
I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking.
It's just, I've been such a fucking ass to you. I've invited myself into your world. I've brought myself along in all these crazy shit, and it's only caused you and everyone else heartbreak.
Is that how you see it? I see it as catching up, like making up for lost time, and showing you a world that is more than just hiding in Ember Cove under the thumb of Dominic. I see it as rescuing our parents and keeping them safe. I see it as introducing you to my other family.
Yeah, but what about you? Like, what? I feel like it's always been about me because of some fucking dumb prophecy that some wacko from another world with backward fucking hands to bring back some bitch with too many heads. Like, I just feel like you are owed something. You barely know me. You barely know me for more than 2 months, and you've risked life and limb for me.
That's what families do. I mean, good families anyway. And I mean, I don't think of myself in terms of like being owed something or needing something. My entire existence is made for protecting people and helping people, and that's what I want to do. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
I tell you a secret, Melchior.
A nod.
Mom and Dad used to talk about you so much after you were kidnapped and they found me. And I always heard all these stories of just how much of a great guy you were. I had always hoped if you were alive and killed by some pirate that I would get to meet you. Meet my brother. You've always been like as a hero to me. And frankly, I always thought you'd be a whole lot more charming than you are, and frankly, a whole lot more less. She kind of waves to you. Dark, but I've really grown to love the real you, and I hope to help you help others, because you've always been like a hero to me, and it's weird to be rescued by your hero, and I'm starting to hit my lovey-dovey meter, but just know wherever you go, I'm going to be there to back you up.
I kind of just like look her right in the eye and be like, "Are you saying I'm not charming?"
Yes, you have some kind of charm, but I mean, she waves towards Maria, who's now being slowly dragged into the portal by some dark tendrils. Clearly, your own little fan club going on here, so clearly you have some kind of charm, but like, also, what is it with you having like two guiding characters that are both ladies? I mean, your patron is the Raven Queen, and your angel is also like. Did you like fall into some kind of luck stone or something?
I shrug. I was born with Galadriel, and I made a deal with the Raven Queen, and I made a deal with Lady Maria back in Barovia. This just kind of happens. I don't do anything on purpose.
Well, you need to teach me how to do like nothing on purpose, because you guys start sharing some of the girls, man.
I kind of gesture to the general area that whatever shade is in.
Yeah, I got to go and I'll get to her. I'm gonna give her a hard time later, but just know, if you have me, I will like to continue doing this whole hero thing.
Yeah, I can't stop you. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could stop you. Let's not.
You could try.
Let's not. No, I could. I think we both know that we could. That I could. But you're welcome to join us.
Good. All right, enough of this lovey-dovey crap. Let's go and... I don't know. Where are we going, Captain? Bro?
Well, I'm gonna go check on Mary and see if there's anything that can be done.
All right.
That's my next step.
All right, if you don't mind lipping me over there, that's probably where my girlfriend's going to be at some point, and I'm going to find some way to go trip her into massaging every one of my scales twice over.
Good luck with that.
I will succeed. Hey,
I'm
bro.
in trouble.
Yep.
I'm glad you're my brother.
I'm glad I am too. And then I'll thunderstep us over to wherever Mary and Shade are.
All right. Well, that thunder ricochets across the field. Bastion. With you in the center as is, you kind of see the Moris kind of like plop down to a heap as you watch your father push in, I guess you now consider your auntie, into the portal to hell, who already you can see like the chains of devils kind of slowly start to pull her into the abyss as your dad kind of looks back to you, this towering giant, glowing, glistening like a sun in the sky at you. You just hear in the back of your head, I suppose you have questions.
Yeah, it's more than a few, yeah. So first and foremost, it's nice to finally meet you.
It's nice to properly meet you too. Uh, 1 second, and you watch as Bastion as your father kind of glows briefly before just kind of like appearing in front of you, not as Galahad, but as a Dragonborn, one that's very similar in style to you, a bit more age to his scales, a bit more years behind the eyes, a bit taller because he is Bahamut. But basically wearing almost like a style of clothing almost on par with you.
Oh, so that's where I get my good looks from, huh?
You're not wrong there, kid.
I know she tried to tear the world in half, but she was doing it for reasons that she thinks she was right. Is it necessary to keep her there always? Can there be reconciliation?
Bahamut kind of looked towards the portal as it slowly starts to close. Unfortunately, her place there is the reconciliation. When Tiamat, your aunt, once ruled the world, her power is what drew demons to our plane to try to destroy the order she once put into place. And because of it, and because of just other crimes, it's been her duty for eons now to guard the realm with the rest of the devils, to keep those demons, those parasites, from destroying the realm. She may not like it, but is the way the nature of things have put upon her.
That's very tragic indeed.
It is. Much like, but as anyone of our kind, it gets to this point, we, at one point or another, often do find ourselves with tasks and charges we don't expect.
I may not be necessarily a full-fledged dragon or anything, but with the things I've transpired, I'm feeling a certain way. I'm feeling that the way that we are going cannot continue, and that somehow chromatic and metallic dragons, we all have to be as one if our planes of existence are going to survive.
There's quite a few things you can do. In fact, you can sound one knee. I need to tell you something.
Of course.
Wherever you do go in this world, I technically now can never go with you, but I will always be with you.
I see.
Because he kind of smirks a little bit, a little bit of you see a little pride, but a little bit of kind of worry. This would be because I may be the new Morning Lord.
So you'd be taking over for Zereth?
Technically, Zareth and I are one and the same now.
I see. So your consciousness and your powers and spirits kind of fuse together. Well, if that is the case, that's kind of honestly the sad is that I'm happy I at least got to know you.
Yes, there's more ways you can know me. I was hoping if you wouldn't mind being one of my first. Kind of shrugs a little bit shyly. Can you see a little blushing on him? Monks, priests, or even what's the phrase? Paladins. Have always exemplified everything I feel like one of that would, if I am to be the Morning Lord, the god of all things good. Now, I would prefer, I guess technically, my son who. They make you a demigod, or you have to be born a demigod? Does me becoming a god make you a demigod? This is so weird.
I'm still trying to figure it out myself.
But it would mean I would be able to reach out to you a whole lot more if you continue being a lawyer. You would have to probably give up your practice, though, unfortunately.
And even though I know I excel at the gift of gab, let me say, I feel like that this could be even more important, and I would be honored to exemplify the things that you hold dear, Father, and I hope that I continue to make you proud.
Make me proud? Son, I've always been proud of you. You've managed to find friends that care deeply for you. You've managed to save the world technically twice now. What father would not be proud of their son? Especially considering that, for reasons, I had to leave you and your mother alone.
Thank you. That really means a lot. Just to hear you say that. And speaking of which, who is my mother?
She was a dragonborn of much renown. She was a merchant that I've not seen or heard from in a while. In fact, I been trying for some time to find her. The last I saw her, though, was in Waterdeep.
Well, it'd be worth a shot then. Maybe I'll head over there to see if I can find some things out. But first, I feel like with this almost cataclysmic event that souls here should be. This place should become hallowed and should always be remembered for not just dragons, but for everyone who died and fought here as a remembrance. And hopes that we don't repeat ourselves, because there's nothing like a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
I'd like to call this place Dragonfell.
Dragonfell?
Yes. For here, I hope that the ideologies that keep us separate as dragon can die here, and that we can come up with something new, something better and stronger. So let everything die here at Dragonfell, and may us all rise anew as kin and not separate.
If anyone can make that happen, it's you, kid. As Bastion talks to his father about his hopes and aspirations, Rector, you are not too far away from the closing of hell behind you. I meant to tell you this beforehand over the table, but I'm going to say it this way in story. That as you watch the realm of hell slowly kind of close up, you look down towards the last remaining miracle stone that did not get used. Over the table, barring the fact that the conditions you told me you wanted to use it never actually happened. So I guess yay. But you do kind of find yourself a little bit of a crossroads, as you kind of feel a familiar presence kind of like walk in from the realm of the dead behind you.
Rector will turn around to see who it is.
This guy who has a little bit of a smirk of pride across her face, but her body language gives the impression of a little bit of disappointment. What's wrong? Are you too good to ask for my help?
Listen, Sky. I'm just glad we don't have to close this portal. I was really worried that we were going to have to figure that out, or if we were going to have a stuck portal. So give me a moment. I'm still recovering from the fact that we just did this.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you there. Remember, I once had to put that bitch in that hole well before you were even born.
No, Sky, I am not too good to ask for your help. I needed to do it without any help. Besides my friends.
Which you appear to have a good many now.
Yeah, it would seem that I do. Seems that I do. He goes and finds like a nice boulder that is just the right height to sit on with his legs still on the ground, because I'm sure there's plenty of them spread around.
Mm-hmm.
Or a chunk of rubble that's flat. Oh. I'm old, Sky.
I know. I can smell the old on you.
Yes, I know.
I must ask, how was the invention of paper?
Oh. So what's what are you up? What's next for you now?
He looks over the field of battle. There's many souls I must shepherd back to, well, the end, to return once more to the source of all things. And I imagine there's a few of Ulah's warriors who would very much be appreciated to return back to their mountain. I've been doing my best to try to sense your original target, the one undead known as Tayed, and I cannot feel her on this plane. So I guess on all things considered, I presume all your tasks or busy work has been squared away. What of you, old man? Will you slink into the shadows? Will you go on the hunt for power you always wished you had? Or will you end up exploring the world a bit more with your newfound friends?
Is there anyone from the party nearby right now, or did they all leave? I know Shade and Melchior pooped away. Well, Shade ran away and Melchior thundered away.
Roll perception.
Here to sheet.
Not too far away, you can see the deer folk known as Autumn frantically looking around for someone whom you don't know what. And further on, you can see Kasari, presumably striking various bro poses of showing off their muscles with the god Ula. And judging by the facial expressions, neither one of them is currently winning. Their smiles, they are currently having a blast.
He'll look back and forth between the two. He'll take the miracle stone, put it in his pocket. I don't know quite yet, but I'll know by the time we leave here. I still have people to help here, though, it seems. And he'll he'll push himself with a grunt, like, ugh, off the thing, and he'll walk over to wherever Autumn is and see if what she needs help with or what she's looking for, if he can help.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and as I put the miracle stone in my pocket, I yanked my hand out. Rector yanks his hand, like, what? And he'll look in his hand, and there's a mouse next to the miracle stone.
Yes, Shade's often forgotten pet mouse.
I didn't forget it this time.
Hopefully, it's a good thing you didn't get like squished when Rector was getting pummeled by dragons.
Breeze looks very fucking confused.
He'll pet Breeze a little bit and put it back into his pocket with the miracle stone into a different pocket and continue on towards Autumn.
Y'all don't know what all that mouse has seen, by the way.
That poor fucking mouse.
The Breeze is like shaking like a little sheep out in the cold. Just falling on. You can hear the little kind of like rubbing his bones, kind of holding on to dear life inside your pocket, and just being all around this field. You just hear a simple eek noise as you put him into a different pocket. Autumn, give us a perception check if you don't mind.
Hold on. My roll 20 is... Oh, Oh, I think it's just thundered outside. Also, for some reason, my vision is a little blurry, so I'm trying to see.
Ooh.
Okay, I think I clicked it.
You did?
Perception. Oh,
Yep.
shoot! That was Autumn's sheet.
I feel you.
Sorry. She sees stuff. I guess it's not a nat 20, but she sees stuff.
Scanning the field, you can see by the other tower, Firefly is gone back to human form. She is like cracking her knuckles going around, trying to find anyone around that seems like remotely alive. He's kind of watching her kind of like violently punch corpses in the ground. Who knows? Maybe some frustration. You don't. Yeah, you do see a little bit of viscera as it kind of splatters across your sister's face. You also do not see Barda and naturally Sabine anywhere presently. But you do see Rector walking up not too far away.
Okay. As concerning as my sister's treatment of the corpses and/or possibly dead people is,
You say as you watch her a torso in half, King Shark style. For those who don't know what that means, I'm going to put up the gift for
I'm
that.
going to find my daughter and husband. And pretend I didn't see that. And she turns around and I guess Rector is like right there.
Yeah.
She almost jumps out of her skin.
Listen, I may be old, but I'm not that ugly.
No, when I looked at you, you were over there. And I turned away for a moment and now you're right here.
Yeah, you seemed like you were looking for something, and
I can't find Barter or Sabine. I just want to make sure they're okay. She continues to look around worriedly. Did Autumn hear the squeaking from Rector's pocket?
give me. They would be together, right?
Yes. Sabine was strapped to his there's a. She tries to describe the he has a harness for her. It's very protective, but oh dear. She
Okay.
looks concerned. They should be here somewhere.
Let's go see if we can find them.
Looking around, continues to look around and tries not to think about the fact that her sister's ripping people to shreds at the same time. Kind of distressing. Because what she has remembered of her still has this idea of her sister as this cute little fawn, somewhat, that was, like 7. Oh, it...
Hang on a second. Rector will name Sabine and cast locate creature.
The range on that? Okay. You
That-
find on the very north of the field the location of Sabine. It's strong. It's on the other side of the battlefield itself.
What? How did we get all the way over there?
I have no idea, but they're way over there, and I have a sneaking suspicion you're faster.
All right. Are you all right? Are you hurt in any way?
Oh no.
Leave you by yourself.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine. You go get to your family.
All right. She looks at him, takes a look at her sister one last time.
She need help.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea for.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I'll go back this way.
She's testy with me, and I'm her sister. Perhaps we should leave it be.
I think so.
But if Sabine is unharmed, that is well. I'll be right back. So she makes her way across the field speedily. She's not like running at full speed, but she is kind of like hoofing it. It goes, okay. Myself.
That's funny because you do have hoofs.
That's what I said!
Sorry, a bit slow.
Eh,
I'm
Me too.
okay. Gotta love that tea party. You would think would be make this that tired. Give me a acrobatics check there, Autumn.
Yes. So. Fast.
Okay.
Very acrobatic. Acrobase. No.
Okay. With like the fury and energy of a mother, you parkour across this field with no problem whatsoever. Do you find on the opposite end of the battlefield a simple cave, darkened but light slowly emanating from inside of it. You can hear hushed voices and a few hints of a baby's giggle coming from the hole itself.
Okay, Autumn is going to just dive right in. Unfortunately, she's worried about her daughter and these other voices, so she's not going to check for traps, which may be her undoing.
Running down, you go down various curves. You are just a mother on a mission. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Well, I had a feeling something like that might happen. 17.
I thought he said death saving throw and I was about to lose it.
Going around bends, you dive with the grace of a ballerina around all kinds of obstructions. And you nearly trip over the huddled body of a minotaur, frayed and scared in the dark, until you realize there's many, at least 31 by a quick eye or glance over this crowd of various, members, can only presumed to be from the army of the Mad King, of his various minotaur slaves, huddled in the dark, scared, with one alone walking in front of them, kind of like trying to calm them down. You see Sabine's on the side, giggling and laughing, trying to like wave her wand almost to the jargon of some of the slaves of the Mad King's armies, like delight as she's like using her magic to make butterflies fly. As you watch your husband, Barda, tending to the wounds of various other minotaur, some of them even looking like him, in the dark, as he notices you. Who doesn't say a thing before running up to you, bringing his big, muscly arms. Even with his dad bod, you can still feel the muscle around his belly as he takes you into the deepest and warmest hugs, and just gives you the sweetest of kisses.
Oh, I'm so glad you're okay.
It's over now. They've put Tiamat back, and Karloff is no more. But she, after hugging him back, she kind of cranes her neck a little bit to look at the other, I guess, 31 minotaurs that look...
If not more, sorry. That's just a weird number.
This is just massive minotaurs that are all like, they're giant creatures that all look like scared children. And I assume at this point they're looking over. And she just swivels her ears towards them and her eyes widen, and she says, What is all this? That the Mad King's army is hiding?
They're like me. I guess once they realize the battle is lost, their commanders abandoned them. They've...
Abandoned them?
He looks over there. These... There's men, women. I think I saw a few kids out there. Sabine's the one who actually sensed them first. She's got your hunting instinct. But I have been looking over them. A few of them can barely speak, a few others can barely stand. And I've been, well, giving to them what I wish I could have given to me when I found myself, well, alone in this world.
Looks sad. And she's just looking around. Does she see any of because she knows what it looks like, the mark that was on Barda before the curse was lifted.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere? They're still on them?
Yeah.
Perhaps if we remove these curses, if we can I think Melchior and Kasari might be able to help. If we can get these curses off, maybe some of them will be able to speak again and think more clearly. But I don't know if they'll want to move.
I'll make them move. I'm sober at all of them. I've been there before. I've looked at you. I know what they are looking to have. What they need in this wide world. Kind of smiles. They just need a kind touch as he kind of holds your chin. And a patient heart to show them the way.
Autumn smiles and blushes a little. And she thinks for a moment and says, well, I have some ideas, but first things first, let's see if we can get them out of this cave and into the light. Back to the others where we can better tend wounds and lift the curses. There's not much to be done if the Mad King can still control them from afar.
Sure.
So, Autumn sheathes all her weapons, and, I don't know if were they speaking in common earlier, or were they speaking in another language?
They were speaking in common.
They were speaking in common. She's going to, extend her hand, and say, don't be afraid. I'll make sure you are unharmed. Please come with us. We'll get you some help.
Roll persuasion.
Well, not great, but
The one you were speaking to is a smaller, maybe younger Minotaur. He looks at you in the eyes and down your hand. Back at you, and just kind of like slowly but gingerly puts his hand out and grasps yours and starts to kind of slowly stand up, and you just find that this one, who was probably maybe in his teens, 12 or 13, with the scars across his body, innumerous to what you first saw Barda way back when. But, however, even though you look into his eyes and see a younger pair to your own husband, you can only assume that this is also another one who was cloned for this, whatever Barda came from. It's like looking into like a photo of Barda in his teens. But what's more important, you see a very scared kid, unsure what to do, where to go in this world, taking your hand and trusting you for just the first step, and who knows, and how many. And looks at you and just asks, "Are we safe?"
the battle is over now.
We will keep you safe.
He just simply cries.
I'm about to cry too. Autumn probably cries as well. We cry. I have a question though. Given how big Minotaur are, is this teenager taller than she is at this point?
Yes.
Like it's just like.
But he has like the voice of like the kind of crackling,
cracking
and
teenager.
is like a twig,
Mhm.
like a newborn fawn, unable to really know what to do with his longer limbs. I'm gonna go and have us take a quick 10-minute break. So go grab bathroom breaks, go grab food. I want to continue to keep it up this whole wrap up stuff.
Holla.
It's going well. We're great. It's really pretty and cute and sweet.
Gonna cry.
And
Oh, God.
we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you all for just being awesome players.
Hey guys,
Don't tell me what to do.
I have a family now. I need to, bring back.
You
These are my friends.
You have like 40 people
I have like
to adopt into your home. Y'all might as well just go ahead and make a village.
Yeah, at this point we're probably Flint's staring at me. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna take them home with us.
A
Can we
village
keep
full
them?
of
Yeah,
Bardas.
we're gonna keep the village full of Bardas. Yes, there's like 10 of them look exactly like him. How are we gonna tell who is who? Flint says don't worry about it? Alright.
Haircuts.
Anyway. Haircuts.
Horn cuts. You know,
Horn
they can
ornaments.
they can style themselves. Get themselves a tattoo that they want to get. Like hell, like if one likes flowers, it'd be like, okay, you want to get some tattoos of flowers? Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start the pizza. I'll be back. Okay.
I should probably put something in the oven as well. Zooms.
Well, well, well. Here we are again, back at the Krispy Kreme.
I am back.
Welcome
Hello. Look at this Harley Quinn design. It's great.
It's fun.
Where?
I like it. In the gaming chat. Like, I'm glad she looks like old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I'm not like gaga over it.
No. Of course, I think it's I think it's a nicer. It's definitely a fresher take than what we've been getting for the past decade.
It's better than white girl with pigtails.
Absolutely.
I like the what is it called? The spade on her face.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
I just like it because like it's just different
Yeah, no,
than
it's
what we've been getting thus far.
yeah. I like it.
I just kind of hate her upper half. It feels a little over designed. Like,
Oh yeah, I get what you're
the
saying.
shirt looks bad.
No,
I kind of hate the outfit. I like the face and the hair. I don't like the shirt. Like, what's going on there? What's with the belts?
She looks like a Kingdom Hearts character.
Ah!
She really does.
Coming straight out of Final Fantasy.
I know.
I like the pants though, the way they end at the feet.
I like the pants a lot. It's really just the shirt that pisses me off.
I feel like if she, like I get she's wearing a jacket. I feel like if she didn't have the fucking Kingdom Hearts straps around her body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She
like if
definitely
they
has
just
them,
took
like,
that away, it would be fine.
Kingdom Hearts stripes.
Maybe not the belts on her arms, please.
Come on, air conditioner, you can pump more air into this room than this. I believe in you.
You're asking a lot of it.
Please. It was like freezing in my room last night, and now I'm like dying. I'm passing away.
I'm so sorry.
Goodbye, everybody.
I want to miss you.
Fades into obscurity.
Maddie is melted.
Melts into a puddle. Melts into a puddle like the witch that I am. Man, my family pissed me. Actually, Pear, are you recording?
Yeah, I am.
Do you mind muting the audio for a minute? I just need the mute. I just need the rant about my family real fast.
Hold on, I just need to
Welcome back, stream. Hello. He's gonna come back and scream. Watch him. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't.
Welcome back, Daniel.
That's not Daniel, damn it.
That's Wolfie.
Oh,
Paris still hasn't come back.
okay.
Listen, I know we're both brown, but damn.
Oh my god. I.
Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, what's the difference, you know?
Well,
That would caught me off guard.
one
I
of
told
us-
you, Felix. I told you. I told you.
You did.
What? What did I do?
I said
You
you were
emerged
gonna.
like Rita
What did I
Repulsa.
do?
I said you were gonna come back and scream.
It's just how I am.
I know. That's why I was able to predict
can't
it.
help it. I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy. I'm a little birthday boy. Except it's not my
I'm
birthday.
the birthday boy.
Whose birthday is next? But it's Felix. Felix's
No, it's
birthday is.
not.
Is it? Is
Why
it not?
does Jason look like a brick?
Am I missing a birthday on my calendar?
No. He barely has hair, Jennifer.
He looks like a basic. He looks like a fucking thug in like a fucking. He looks like the bully in a high school movie. You know what I'm saying?
I know, he looks so bad.
You know what I love about the video games is the Batman especially. Like the comics always depict like the fucking Robins with like fucking luscious hair, while the games purposefully give him like the worst buzz cuts. You know what I'm saying? like legitimately, if you look at any of the comic Robins, any of them, they always have like long black hair. But like, for whatever reason, the video games always fucking give them a huge buzz cut for whatever fucking reason. I guess animating hair is a bitch, especially since like, you know, their hair typically isn't covered. But like, I mean, Jason wears a mask.
There we go. Now you can hear my wonderful voice.
Hi.
Oh no, he speaks.
Welcome back. We missed you. Were you trying to speak this whole time?
Not the whole time, but at least the first like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was gonna be very, very sad. I was like, Footworth, no. Oh man.
What if we took Flint and pushed him somewhere else?
Push him to my house. I want to visit her, even though my house is not built for company.
Wait, what? I'm actually allowed to come visit you now?
Uh,
No takes backseats.
Wait,
I'm going to
I
visit you
wanna
now. You and
visit
your grandma.
No, I want to visit Natty. That's not fair. You have
We'll do it
to-
together. Road trip.
Okay, let's go.
Can
In
I
the car.
can
Come
I-
on, Tifa, let's go.
Can I fix my house first?
No,
Nope.
we're coming now.
I
You have until we get there.
very,
Which is a few hours at least. So
I-
you're
Wait.
fine.
how
Wait a
fond,
second here.
How fond of y'all are
Don't we-
camping?
We love camping.
We
Okay.
do, we love camping.
Well, cool.
And
I've got
don't
a
we
yard for y'all.
have... And didn't you like take off for my birthday?
I did.
Road trip.
I thought you were asking me, and I was like, did I?
I could do that. I could take off for your birthday the next time it comes.
He has hair.
Mhm.
Ah.
Surprise visit.
I want to meet the new cat.
Sweats. Well, if a new
I
cat
want to be
is here,
Colette so badly.
Oh my
So
God,
badly.
yes.
if I come visit y'all, can I bring Colette?
Yes.
I'm not bringing Cookie.
Felix, you know what his hair looks like?
What?
Matt Smith's Doctor Who.
Shut up.
It does so.
tell me I'm wrong.
Again!
Myth. God, that reminds me of how in Morbius, like, Doctor Who was the villain. And
I know, that's so
I can't
funny!
believe this. I'm like, it's time. Because Moody will attest. I don't know if he's here at the moment, if he's back yet. But the first time I saw Morbius was at Moody's place, and he very kindly offered me an edible.
Oh no!
So I took
Nice.
I took the edible, and then we watched Morbius, and it was an experience.
Ooh, it's more
Watching Morbius and watching both Autumn and Moody, both high, talking about this. It was amazing. I want to experience it again so badly.
I just kept saying, "Why is it Doctor Who? Why is Doctor Who here?"
Why can he do this? And Moody be like, because he's a genius.
Because he's a genius. The whole time, anytime Morbius did something, and I was like, "Why is this happening?" He'd be like, "Because he's a genius."
I love watching movies with y'all because sometimes y'all's commentary is just like top fucking notch.
And unfortunately, the edible did make me a little nauseous later. I didn't throw up, but I did not take another one. I'm like, I'm just gonna stop at the one.
I need to recover from this.
I need to recover. I think 1 weekend at most is the most I can do, but it was delightful. And I don't know if he is here to hear this, but thank you, Moody. When he comes back, I'll thank him again. It seems like he's... What's it? Is he back?
I think he's
Did
dead.
Oh. I thought I heard him say something. I'm like, oh, is that you?
I think that was Flint.
Oh.
I didn't say anything.
Then it must.
Oh.
I don't know. It wasn't
I
me.
go crazy. I go crazy. That's fine.
I mean, there was the one time, whenever I discovered that absolute masterpiece of a Slayers movie,
Oh my god.
I let Maury watch it with me, and there was that part where the two robots are like staring into each other's eyes, and like before anything happened, Maury just goes, "Man, I love you, bud." And then the robots started hugging because they actually fell in love, and he was like, "I was kidding! I was kidding!"
Perfect.
It made me laugh so fucking hard.
So brilliant. Oh my god, you know what? We should watch Yu Yu Hakusho together because
I need to.
Moody likes that. I don't know if it's on YouTube or not. I have to
It's on
find
Hulu.
out. Hulu, and then I think Moody did say he had it on his Plex.
I love
I'll have to
the
verify,
show.
but he likes.
What was that,
it.
Felix?
I love
Felix.
the show.
Let's watch it. We should watch
So
it and then make comments.
Yeah, Autumn's secret husbando comes from that show.
It's no,
Yeah,
no,
which
don't
one?
you dare!
Who
Don't you
is
dare.
it?
Shut up! No! Don't you fucking dare!
Which one is it, Autumn?
You put it down! You put it down!
Is it Morocco?
It's a side character. It only showed up I think for like a few episodes.
No!
Oh, boy!
Stop! I had a crush on him when I was like 12.
Who is
Leave me
it?
alone!
And whenever I bring it up, Autumn gets violent with me, so I'm not gonna say much more because she will punch me.
Ah!
That's okay. Hit the DMs. That's okay.
Come on, Flint. Just between you and me. Just whisper it in my ear. Come on, I'm
Don't-
listening.
Stop! You know what? I'm just gonna do it.
Yes, yes.
Good. Better to not Barbara Streisand yourself.
I'm what?
Barbara Streisand is often used as the go-to example of what not to do if you ever get like exposed on the internet, which is that she tried to hide some dark secret, and then because she tried to hide it, it became more well-known. People wanted to find out about it.
Huh. I'm just trying to find a picture. So that's what's taking me a minute.
The suspense.
You guys are mean.
He had a pillow of the character. It's adorable.
So my friend made me one for my birthday, okay? All right.
So cute.
My friend made me one for my birthday. I hope this GIF
I
works.
found a picture. There you go. Oi, lassie! It's the Irish boy.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut your fucking mouth!
I love you, sweetheart.
Okay, yeah, he was one of my favorite. He's my favorite character from the series. I know that's stupid.
It's so
Okay.
cute.
Okay, Yo Autumn though, like if if I were younger and I watched this show, I would probably feel the same way. I love that. I love that design. I fucking love Hey guys, did you know that I love 90s anime?
No, you do.
Do you?
Do you know that I love the aesthetic of 90s anime?
Natty, I never
You?
would have guessed.
Are you sure?
I love that shit.
I'm sad that the second gift doesn't seem to be working.
Anyone
Hold
hear
on.
me?
There you are!
There you are. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
It's not working, I'm sad. I gotta find one that works.
Who is this Leia?
That is Autumn's favorite character.
Favorite
she was a
character
kid.
from Yu Yu Hakusho, yes.
Her husband.
Oh, you.
When I
should
was like 12,
watch
okay?
Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, I'm not judging you.
I feel judged.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no, no,
judging
no.
you.
Listen.
I feel
listen,
judgment from Flint right now. Not
Oh.
you guys!
Are
Listen,
you kidding me? I most of my favorite OCs are based off of anime characters that I love or adore.
That's... Maybe this will...
What were you gonna say, Para?
Oh, there it goes. Honestly, like all of us have like our cringe shit that we love so much. You know, we're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We all have.
Yeah.
We all love our fucking nerdy cringe shit that we'll love regardless of what. I still love the fucking Power Rangers. Okay, what do you want? Like, you're no judgment from heat nor mud.
Cringe.
Someone say
it's
Power
like-
Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, Moody's
Oh,
back. Hi, Moody.
Unless it's like
Hi.
gross,
Hello.
but you know.
You missed Autumn gushing about you two getting high watching Morbius and how
Oh
that was
my
like the
God, it
highlight
was
of
the
her that
best.
weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I did get a little nauseous after the first edible, so I couldn't have another one. But I thank you for allowing me to have one and for offering me a second edible.
No problem. I'm glad you
But
enjoyed it
I
first.
couldn't do another one.
That's understandable.
Here, I can one up everybody because I've got the cringiest one of all. Because the creator of the show turned out to be a very horrible person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I used to love Rurouni Kenshin. And when I was little,
Oh,
I
me
had a
too, I
crush
get
on
it.
Kenshin, and then the creator turned out to be a pedophile. Yeah.
I'm like really bad. Wasn't it like a thing where, like that guy, like something came out and then it just kept like getting worse and worse?
I
Wasn't
don't
that the
know.
thing?
It's pretty bad.
I'll be right back.
I don't think I don't want to be like say I'm worse, but even growing up, I had like my I don't want to say cringy, but a little bit like kind of embarrassing crushes. Like when I was a kid, I had a huge crush on a certain anime character from my youth that I think many people
Oh no!
for my age bracket would be like, yeah, I can kind of see that. I don't care if it's basic, but yeah, I had a huge crush on Misty from Pokemon.
Aww,
Oh yeah. Listen,
that's
Flint.
cute.
Listen, Flint. I don't think you can top my first crush.
Who
Tech-
was it, Para?
Listen, I would like to say I was a hormonal teenager, and now I'm aromantic, asexual. But the first man to ever give me hot flashes was Leonardo DiCaprio in the modern-ish remake of Romeo and Juliet.
Aww.
Okay.
I physically could not look at him without blushing while we were watching the movie in class. I thank God the lights were off because I was squirming in my seat because I could not look at him directly in the face on screen.
Aww.
But now I am mature and I have no romantic feelings for anything.
I'm proud of you. Except Milky Year's that, apparently.
I mean, listen, I also Chris Redfield, but like
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say.
can play a bit. But that doesn't mean I can't like a character. You know what I'm? It doesn't mean I can't like compliment a character's physical attraction, physical feats. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I'm good now.
Melchior's dad is hot. Well, what can we say? We just do something about it. There's something about it.
I guess.
Melchior's dad has got it going.
You going on?
I was
Melchior's dad.
I was muted talking to Katie, and then I hear that, and I'm like, "What? What's going on?"
You just
Your
turned
dad
to
is hot.
you
It's
just
a
turned to
fact.
Katie, going like, "Hold on, something needs my attention. Give me a second."
Yeah.
They're talking about my fictional father. Okay.
There's no shame in admitting Melchior's dad is pretty hot.
The whole Mori family, really.
You really are. You
Okay.
guys are all freaking attractive. It's kind of a. I want to say like I'm upset. It's like
It's a problem.
damn. I need to go and like step up my game.
The genetics.
Goddamn Millie's even biologically from the family, and she's still kind of hot.
She played.
Curse.
There's a reference here. I'm trying to think about it, but I can't fucking. It's escaping me.
You'll get it, King. I believe in you.
Cause I'm thinking like there's something about like an attractive family that's like better than everyone else. I just can't think of it. Like, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
The Adams family?
No, well, no. The Addams family are the Addams family don't need to be hot though to be like.
I think that they're a very attractive family.
They're
Well,
so
then-
goddamn loving.
They're a very
It's-
attractive family unit. It's very wholesome.
I don't watch that family movie now.
I know, right?
I'm talking about physical attraction because, like,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
traditionally they ugly as sin, but like, you know, we love them.
How dare you? How dare you say that about Cousin It? He's quite handsome.
Talented.
You
Gomez
stop. And
Gomez looks-
talented.
Gomez looks like a sum sometimes. Let's be honest. That's great.
Don't be
We
messing.
love him. We love Gomez.
Don't
but he
be
looks like
ragging
a
on
sum.
Gomez like
He
this.
looks like a sum
Gomez is a
sometimes.
king.
This is Gomez
Exactly.
erasure. This is
was
Morticia
that, Moody?
erasure.
But Gomez is a king. Now we'll
He
hear nothing
is.
other than
I love
that.
him.
He worships the ground Morticia stands on, man. I want to get back into it because I do want to give you guys all a chance in character to, like, you know, have a few more moments to interact. I don't want to take too much more time because it's almost been like 40 minutes, which is, you know what, fine. Because players need to, you know, kind of hang out a bit more. And Natty, I'm not surprised. Also, get in line because I fell in love with Misty before you did, so.
God damn. I mean, yeah. It's because
So-
you're older. Bleh.
Yeah, that's one of the few times I say I'm older, so get in the back of the line. The cute gym leader is mine. Yes, old school Gomez. Okay.
He's wonderful. Love
Yeah, I saw the Addams Family on Broadway. Great show, by the way, and it has so many great moments with all of the characters there. I get
I
it
hope- Sorry, I keep interrupting. I was gonna say, I hope that new show's good.
with Wednesday on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm
I
looking
hope
forward to
it's
it. It's Tim Burton's, you know, in charge, so I have faith. And hell, even the animated Addams Family as of late has been pretty good. In all things considered, yes, the critics panned it, but I've enjoyed it.
I mean, it's Addams Family. Like, you know, you're watching it for the family. You're not exactly looking for, like, you know, the
Well,
most cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I do. I do what you're saying.
You're watching it for the characters, and it's like, if you're looking for like fucking master cinema, like I think you're barking up the wrong tree there, buddy.
Oh, I agree. Okay, but real quick, I know Paris here. I heard Maury. I know Adam's set up. Felix, you around?
I sure am.
Flip,
Hell
don't worry.
yeah!
Flip, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. You're good.
I'm not done with you yet, boy. I still got at least one more moment with Elio planned up.
Elio
come on.
explodes in the atmosphere.
God damn, I'm not gonna do that to you. Moody, are you good to go?
Yep.
Okay. Rob?
I don't know if he's made it back yet.
I'm gonna go and tag him.
Wolfie?
'Cause I need him.
Yeah, he said he was gonna
Yay.
have to step away for 10 to 15 minutes, but he would
Okay.
return as soon as possible.
All right. I might just go
Yes,
start things back up and come bring his character in later because.
I'm about
Okay.
to grab the pizza, but I'm here.
Okay, I will wait for the pizza to be done because I need Autumn around for. Because frankly, I want to give the characters are still on the field. Elio excluded because you did the Lone Ranger, which is kind of cool.
It's
One-
what do you do?
Yeah, frankly, yeah, is what you would do. one final chance to be all together at once to kind of like roleplay together. So in the meantime, Jesse is also someone, Autumn, that I also did have a bit of a crush on, but not
Very
so much because back in elementary school, my friends and I all liked to play Pokemon in the recess, and of course, us being weirdos, loved to play as Team Rocket. And for whatever reason, I of course played James because I'm James, so it made this sense. My one friend was Meowth. My other friend, Male, I'm still wondering to this day whether there was something going on there. Always played Jesse, so it's like whenever I think of Jesse, I think, oh yeah, that's my friend Jordan from elementary school. But Jesse's a great character, though. Love her to death. Love that hair.
To be honest, I think I had a crush on on both Jesse and James. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for them and their marriage for tax reasons.
Oh god, yeah. I got to meet the VA for James on my first anime convention. I had him sign a very small, postcard, but it was one of my favorite things I ever got. It's like, you know what? I don't know who you are anymore. I don't think I've seen anything else, but my elementary school side's geeking out right now, and I'm doing this for him.
Like his original actor, fucking Eric Stewart.
Yep.
That's awesome, dude.
Oh my god, you met Gallery! That was Gallery!
You met Seto.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking god.
I met Veronica Taylor.
Who is she?
Cool.
Ash.
Ash,
Oh.
Amelia,
Oh, okay.
May.
I think that's.
Wait, I know she was that one dude in Ape Escape, right?
Shut
Yes,
up!
yeah, she was Jimmy. Jimmy, who I like to call Second Ash.
I think my favorite old-time actor is probably thank you, Layla, for the pizza. With the voice actor I named Kari after. I can't pronounce the last name, but they voiced a character in Tales of Symphonia, and later on they voiced my favorite waifu, Saber from Fate.
Kari Walgren?
I met them at anime.
Kari Walgren, dude.
She's so sweet and nice, and I was geeking out up the wazoo when I first got to meet her.
Y'all know who my favorite voice actress is, so
I want to meet Lynn Beck again, so badly.
Lisa Ortiz.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I think I could die happy if I got to meet her.
Me too.
Who's your least favorite voice actor? Looks at Rice Pippin book.
Vic Mignogna.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah.
God.
That's a freebie though.
I'd have to give that some thought.
Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that.
Welcome.
Oh,
Rector,
man.
who was your? Rob, what was your childhood crush, anime-wise? Or
Anime-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, cartoon-wise? Oh, La Tigress.
Love
From
What's that from?
Thundercats.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a cool. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's a good one.
Also, I'm going to go and finally formally change your name on the server to It's Rob, just to make sure we get this right.
So you're a furry, is what you're telling me?
You have to be a furry to enjoy that sexy voice.
I wouldn't know.
Cat.
So I had to run back to my folks' house
Oh god.
because the phone call I got was that there was water building up in the sink, and then I had to go find which valve I forgot to turn back to open.
Oh no. I thought you got the phone call. It was like, there's water spraying everywhere. Help.
Oh god, no, thankfully
Which
not. It
has
was just,
happened to me before.
it's just
Yeah.
one of the drain pipes was shut off.
You ever seen that video where they're trying to fix a pipe, they break something, and it's spewing hot water to the apartment? God.
Yeah. Okay. Normally we'll let you finish, but we have at least an hour, less than an hour and a half to wrap things up. So we're gonna save any more lovely VA talk to at least give you more guys more chances to go and role play together. All right. So At this point, I'll say this. Basically, everyone, save Elio, who's currently sightseeing, more on him in a second, and Canny, who at this point I'm going to say formally with Captain Rachel. Both her and TikTok have, much like most of their lives, have gone off into the sunset. All you hear is a little bit of the two kind of giggling to themselves as the pair of them have, once the fighting's all done, kind of quickly make their thieves' exit to go and see what the horizon brings to them. Otherwise, everyone else, for lack of any last minute kind of like BS, made it back to the center of Uryale, the fight that is. So that would mean Melchior, you kind of walked in with Millie over your shoulder. Shade will say that Birdie has dragged you to the back, to the center. Senna, you and the princess have walked in as well. Bastion, you were there talking to your dad. Autumn, you've kind of walked back with Barda with the rest of the clones they found from the Bad King's army. And Rector will say that because even though you were on the south side, you were kind of already there anyway. And Kasari, Ula has gone their separate ways, and you're kind of like in the outskirts with your family right now. But for the time being, all of the party members that haven't left the field are currently together here on this what was once a worn-torn field that quite literally determined the fate of Versailles. Kind of look one to another, kind of having a little bit of a silence and not really know what to truly say next.
I will say, Flint, before Shade would have returned to the middle, she would have spent some time healing like any other injuries that people had. At least until her spell slots were depleted.
How many spell slots you've had left?
Let's see how many I could have used for heals. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Like, she would have helped as much as she could before just being completely depleted.
Okay, for the sake of time.
Yeah, for the sake of time, I just wanted to like make it a quick thing, not roleplay it out.
I mean, not just you, but to all those who wanted to revivify people, because we had quite a few of you.
Yep.
How many people, right now, could revivify individuals, and if so, whom?
Sari has 3 spell slots open for a revivify, so she could revive 3 people potentially. But I don't remember exactly who's still dead at this point. I think Uza was one person.
Uza, Mary, for sure.
I don't know if Shade could really revive anybody else, because I think between Rita and Allie, she used both of her black diamond earrings.
Oh. Kasari could at least revive those 2. She has a 3rd one. So somebody else who's dead. In addition to that, she still has some lay on hands and spell slots for cure wounds. She can cure wounds twice. And do 2 prayers of healing. So
yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to do with Shade, was just like heal like any wounded, because I can't really revive anybody else.
Picking some other people up if possible. But I'll just give you that's what I have, and I'll let you decide, Flint, because again, we don't want to take too much time with it.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I can't revive anybody. I don't have that spell.
Yeah, neither do I. Neither
Don't
can
worry,
I.
guys, I got this.
Zeta starts slapping people.
I was kind of hoping for like a surgeon mask.
In that case, Shade and Autumn, give me. Let's go with the investigation checks.
Investigation.
Did it work? I can't. Yep. Okay. Oh boy, Kasari's real bad at that. Sorry.
Shade's not much better. I mean, it is a
Ugh.
messy battlefield, so.
It's not loaded for me. Give me 1 second to refresh. Roll 20.
Yeah. 9 and a 10.
Okay.
Kasari being 9, Shade being 10.
Kasari, in your time, you managed to go and revive a few of the hobgoblins that were part of the Lux Eterna crew. Roll a d4 for me. Okay. What's your proficiency?
For which?
What's your proficiency modifier?
Oh, 5.
Okay. Taking the time, you managed to revive 5. On that case, basically all of the hobgoblins have been risen because of you.
Woo.
So Amano's crew is basically technically back to full. Shade. Same thing. With the investigation, give me a d4, please.
Dances.
Okay. Alrighty. You as well have managed to revive many people. Most of the crew who, granted, a bit idiotically, but still with the best, heart in mind, I guess, or best thought in mind. Intentions. That's what I'm trying to think of. Managed to heal most of your crew from Lux Eterna, including Og, the poor tiny little bastard, even though he is like the size of a house. So for better or worse, Lux Eterna does have a crew again. But it does mean that you are all the pair of you are basically spent. Unfortunately, neither one of you were able to go and find Uza the fish in the field of bodies, who ultimately did pass during the course of this fight. As for Mary, she was never dead. However, for those who are looking for her, do find her with Rita, who's looking over the tiny gnome, who explains that the little one appears to be in a coma, a trance, as it were. I'll say that all of you can hear this at this point, barring Elio, who is in Uryale proper right now.
Coma? Dude. No, I'm not. Coma?
She nods.
So Rita's saying this.
Mhm.
Okay. Kasari kneels down to Mary, leans over her, and then, like, taps her cheek really firm, like, smack, 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 smack.
Roll persuasion.
Hey! 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 Stop sleeping! Get up!
She doesn't stir.
Damn. That usually works. Like, under a magical coma or some shit? Slap doesn't work on magical.
What did she last say to you all?
Been.
It was something about how we needed to win the battle here, right? Like we needed to kill Karloff here, or everything would end, right?
Believe so?
Trying to.
It's been a while over the table.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I wrote down.
That's fine.
It's been a while over the table, and on the table, it was a long battle.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll look after her, but I get the impression that she is out of commission for now. But from what I understand, considering over the course of this fight, a part of it was meant
I found
to help make sure. Oh yes,
I
sorry.
found it. I'm sorry, I found it. She was passing out ballistas for what is to come. We have to defeat the armies and stop the Lich at the cost of. And if we didn't do what we had done, it would be at the cost of Heim, Civilian, Firefly, and Autumn would have been wounded. Karloff would have lost a limb. But we must kill Karloff, for the world is at stake. And she used the last of her energies to heal us and give back our spell slots. So she's probably depleted. Spell slots back because of her. So yeah, she probably used a lot of energy.
Well, I assure you that the little one, I will personally see to her health, her future, and will ensure that no matter what comes, that her sacrifice won't be in vain.
Do you think she'll wake up at some point?
I only presume yes, at some point she will. As to when, I do not know.
Well, what do we do now?
Now we decide what's best next to do. Rita looks towards the now closed portal to hell. You've all managed to go and defeat a great evil. You've all managed to bring safety and prosperity to the land once more. I can imagine that while you all may go your separate ways, or may do have other things in mind after this, and while those endeavors may involve, how can I say, challenges that may not be as grand as what you once faced, they are still important to you nonetheless. So that if there ever was a time to go and say your final farewells or final thoughts before you go and all depart your two separate ways in this world, now is the time to say it. Now is the time to go and rejoice, to celebrate your victories, but know that while this may be a farewell, it's not a goodbye forever.
Shade will stand up. Well, stand up as best as she can. She's very tired. Well, I'm not speaking for anybody else, but I personally plan on going to Aspio. Hey, Flit, are the three spirits still up? Or are they gone?
At this point, they're starting to fade.
She does look towards them as she's speaking. I have a lot to do and a lot of people to look for. And at this point, she's staring more directly at the spirit of the man with the glasses and the robes. So that's my plan. Go to Aspio, figure out how to get to the water plane, find my mom, find my dad, kick his teeth in, and profit. What's everyone else gonna do?
Kasari actually also kind of tired. Kind of leans onto a rock. Goes, well, I mean, kind of hard to top this one. But kind of looks like we got a problem here with Mad King. I know we just finished this thing. Probably should be like, stop, wait, hold on. Thing we just did. Let's enjoy it, and we will. We'll go to the tavern. We'll have a great time. But thinking maybe I should kind of help everybody prepare for this. This guy's bad news, man. Mad King and his army, and they're not done with yet. And these Dragonborns, man, they kind of were a little bit pitiful compared to the warriors of the Kuka clan. So maybe I can help some people out here. It's in everybody's best interest that we prevent the Mad King from pulling more shit like this.
Well, if anyone can do it, I'm sure you can. Shade will give her a smile.
You have fun in Aspio and all, but I'm not really a book person, and I think my skills are probably better here, right? Man, kind of beat.
Yeah, you and me both.
Aren't we all?
Kasari, like, slaps Rector on the back. Like, you old man. Good for you.
An audible groan because it's a Kosari slap.
I mean,
he like stumbles forward.
take a fiver and then we go to the tavern. Oh, what's that, Senna?
You're going to break him.
Nah. How do you think he got this old? He's sturdy.
He doesn't sound so sturdy right now.
Thought I got that all by hiding and smuggling. No offense.
Oh, better rest up, because you're all coming to the tavern with me, and we're having a big old drink and stuff.
I don't know. Rector looks a little off into. Looks around, looks to see if Sky was still around, probably doesn't see her, and then... I'm not sure, I think part of me wants to go back to Barovia.
Oh, that old place?
Yeah, well...
I mean, it is his home.
Despite what you may feel about the actions I took to survive there, my goal was to try to make lives at least manageable for not just myself but others when I was there. I could probably put those same skills to use in a better way now.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
I wouldn't mind stopping by Barovia too. I should probably thank Maria for making an appearance. But I do also want to go to Aspia.
We can team up again.
Again.
As if you guys could stay apart for too long. You guys are practically family, brothers and sisters.
Nah.
Millie does speak up. I hope not too much like brother and sister. All things considered, I happen to be. She gives you, Shade, a look.
Pain in the ass.
Yes.
Hey!
Yes, she's a pain in the
Hey!
What? She left it open.
Man, fuck you! I can go to Aspiel by myself.
No, Millie's a pain in the ass. You're fine.
Hey, I just told her I loved you, ass.
Ah, siblings.
That doesn't change. That doesn't change anything.
That's great.
Also, I'm fucking pissed off at you too, there, elf girl.
What? Half elf, first of all. Wait, what did I do?
I don't know. Didn't come after your girlfriend first?
Oh. Shade suddenly looks really guilty.
Oh, hey, men, hey, Millie. Alright, listen. Himes is a baby, alright? He's a little boy. We weren't sure if he would survive, but you're tough. Maybe Shade just trusts you, man. Maybe that's why she knew you could handle it, and she'd come for you next.
I understand why she went after the kid first. Himes, by the way, he's on the side going just like right as a beat, trying not to say much while watching all the squabbling going on. But like there wasn't like any hesitation. It's just I don't want to go into it right now.
Hey, you started it.
Shade just stays very quiet for a moment, and she doesn't say anything to Millie, but she does turn to Rector and hold out her hand, as if expecting something.
Rector stares blank like for a moment and oh right, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out this mouse. Here you go.
Breeze looks like
Gen-
he could use a drink.
Oh, hey, your mouse is alive. That's great.
Shade will take him. Yeah, I gave him to Rector for safekeeping, so I could properly throw myself into the gates of hell. Paras might be blowing up. So I could properly throw myself into the gates of hell and not have to worry about my mouse dying. But then Rector threw himself into the gates of hell with me, so I guess it didn't really matter.
To be fair, I don't think Breeze saw any of that. So the little guy won't be too traumatized.
You'd be surprised. As she pockets Breeze, but she does pat Rector on the back a little bit. And then she'll look at Xena. So what's your plan?
Well, I wish you luck on your journey to Aspio, but she looks at the princess. I would like to spend some time with my family.
That makes sense. I mean, I had a feeling.
She puts a hand on Shade's shoulder, and I wish you luck in finding your family.
Thank you. She will put a hand on Zena's shoulder. We have a shoulder circle happening. I'm glad that you found Princess Callisto. And
Me too, Princess says.
I hope at some point we'll get to see you again.
Oh, you definitely will, Lady Shade. I do not disappear so easily.
You better not. I think my mom would like you. I'd like you to meet her one day.
I would love to meet her. And she's gonna turn to Melchior and she's gonna, level him a look. Take care of Rock. If I get word that anything happens to that turtle, I'll be very upset with you, Captain.
You should know that I would die before I let anything happen to that turtle.
And that's what I like to hear, but please do not die. I would like to see you again.
I would like to see you as well. I would like my sword back, though.
Oh, yes, you should have this. She hands it back to him.
I take it. It's been a pleasure knowing you.
Yes, it is. It has been an honor to meet all of you. You've given me a lot to think about, which is not something I do often. But I am happy to call you my friend.
We're glad to call you our friend too, Zena. Shade. You know what? Yeah. Shade's gonna give Zena a hug.
Zena will hug her back. It's a little hesitant. You get the feeling she hasn't hugged many people in her life before. But it's a strong hug.
I would also like to give Zena a hug. And as I pull her close, I kind of whisper in her ear, "We're not just friends, bud. We're family."
Yeah, yes, of course. She's gonna kind of warm out of the hug. It's a little awkward for her.
You're muted.
I would
Autumn, you're muted.
I would enjoy going for one more drink with all of you, though.
Kasari
okay.
comes and just hugs all of them at once, like
Oh!
hug.
Oh god!
You guys are the best farting partners that a girl could ask for. And Zena, Rock, I'm glad to have fought alongside you. And you, but I won't be seeing you probably for a while.
Yes, it was nice to fight alongside you too, Kasari. Can you please
She
go?
squeezes.
Oh! Yes, this is nice. Thank you. Can you let me go, please?
Just 2 more seconds.
Okay.
So,
I would like my feet to be on the ground now, please!
you're taller than me. Put your feet down, Gus.
Okay. Shade puts her feet down and stomps on Kasari's foot.
Ah. Oh, I almost felt that. Good thing I have armor on my feet. She grins. Hey, gives Shade a noogie. Noogie.
Please don't.
Noogie. I'm gonna miss you a lot.
I guess I'll miss you too. Shade's grinning.
Oh, how dare. I'm sure. How can you do without my charm, good looks? Finger gun.
Whatever will we do?
You'll just have to come see me sometime.
Up the mountain?
I mean, I can't breathe underwater. Yet. I could ask Ula about that, but she's done me a lot of favors lately. We'll see.
Well, if I'm ever there with you, I can always be of some assistance. In
My man! And she just grabs Bastion and pulls him into the hug with everyone else. She's like, come here, Rector! And grabs Rector by the collar as well. Get over, everybody! Everybody in! Everybody, pretend you like each other. Let's hug.
You are such wonderful people.
So,
I love you too, scaly one.
what's your plan, Bastion? Shade's like trying to like break out of the hug.
So, it's kind of come to me that I may be given of great purpose, and that as much as I'd like to stay with you on your journey, I may have to go somewhere else in order to unify all of my people. I may not be the strongest of my race, but I believe that given certain events that have unfolded, that I will be the unifier of the dragon race. Chromatic, metallic, not. We are one family, and this needless race squabble and war and constant death has to stop if our plans will continue to exist. So I have to also find my mother. I've been told that she may be in Waterdeep, and I'd like to at least meet her once. So that is where I will be going. But before we part ways, I want to tell you all that you all you all mean so much to me, and I'm thankful for the adventures that we've been through. So, as is on Dragonborn custom, I present to you all a hardened scale of my very own. So I will give you all a shining silver scale from me. Something to hold on and that you all can remember me by while we are apart. And hope that sooner than later we can be reunited. And until that day comes, I want you to know you're all very deep in my heart, and I love you very much.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna
Thank
start
you, man.
over the table. I'm gonna start crying.
Already there.
Crying. Sorry, like, tears in her eyes. That's beautiful, dude! She lets go of everybody and, like, gives Bastion his own personal, like, bone-crushing hug. Thank you, man! You're a true bro! I love you, man!
You're the bro. I'm not crying. You're crying.
You hear some cracks.
Shade's gonna pull out of her pocket her bag of chocolate coins, and she is going to take out she's gonna take out 30. And if Kasari ever releases him from his hug of death, from her hug of
Fine,
death,
she releases him.
she will take. Oh my god, please, Flit, don't.
What music is this? What are you doing?
Flit,
Yeah!
I will leave this call.
Okay, I've stopped.
Oh my god. She's gonna take those 30 gold coins and the chocolate coins and put them in Bastion's hand. Since you'll be traveling by yourself, I think it's a good thing for you to take some of these to help you. Remember to only take 10 a day, or you'll get sick.
Thank you, big sis.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. That one hit Shade. That one hit her. She looks like she's going to cry. Because I'm already crying. No problem, little bro.
Meanwhile, in Uryale, Elio, you're sightseeing. You are seeing the sights. You are seeing the sounds, the smells, everything. give us a, if you don't mind, a quick kind of like window into.
Oh, I thought I had to roll. It's like I told my kid.
What's
What
that?
did you want? What did you want?
I guess you don't worry about rolls too much. Like, what is
I'll take
Elio
them.
really looking for? I guess what is what he's taken away from the world at large now that it's been saved.
Same as it ever was, just less loud. I mean, having traveled for a bit, things happen there, things happen here. Everything's just about the same as it was. Huh? Life moves on.
If you don't mind us, at least your DM asking, what are your thoughts, if any, towards your mother?
I don't know her. Haven't met her yet. Curious to find out. It's not like he has any ill thoughts to her. Like some would assume that, most children who were given up by their parents would have some resentment, but I mean, Ellie doesn't know her, so he'll reserve thoughts until he actually meets her. If she's a shitty person, deal with that. If she's not, well, always a chance to meet a new person.
And Elio was not wrong. For better or worse, Elio eventually would meet up with their mother. They would get the chance to ask why they left, why they even had him in the first place. To which reasons really honestly kept between mother and son. What's more important was that Elio, the ever innocent, the wonderful explorer, the friend of so many, was always one that so many did cherish, and they were happy to explore the world, no matter for how long it was, to have them there in their hearts. Meanwhile, Rector, seeing this display of, lack for a better word, emotion in front of you, what do you do?
If Mori doesn't want to head back to Barovia as well, then he'll accompany them at least to Barovia.
Okay. Rector, the once villain turned progression hero turned full-fledged hero. Who's to say exactly where the future of his soul, the future of his integrity, his ultimate destination would really, truly reside? For those who would know him, would know that, if nothing else, better or worse, he was a friend. A friend that managed to go and become pretty awfully close with the mad god Dashir himself. But no matter what, despite all of the sins he committed in the past, in the present he has always strived to do good. And wherever you go from here on out, you should know that he had the support of all those who had helped bring him to that point. Melchior, with all these goodbyes in front of you, with your sister knowingly willing to go no matter which way the sun sets, with most of your crew back to full-fledged, I guess, health, ready for the next adventure, where do you see the Grand Captain Inaspia? Where do you see his next thoughts lie?
Honestly, his next thoughts lie in going to Barovia and again seeing Maria, and then heading over to Aspio and making sure that Jade finds her family and do some more saving the world along the way, I guess.
Damn straight.
I would also like to talk to Rita and see if she's ever given the thought of airships any kind of serious thought.
You find Rita looking over the field itself, Melchior, will also kind of ponder over her spell book. Granted, this is a little bit of kind of like, yes, a forced moment, but bear with me.
Mhm.
How would the captain bring up his grand goal to the wizard?
Well, first they would probably say something like, "You know, you had me really worried for a moment there. I thought you were actually dead."
As someone who didn't realize they were dead, from my point of view, you all rescued me from being dead, and then shoved in a pot for it sounds like for a year. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm glad to be alive, though.
I had nothing to do with the pot thing, so
Still.
that's on them. But I was wondering, those ballasta you made could store spells, right?
In a sword, yes. I've always designed them after the emeralds we saw in Barovia. Basically, stones that held charms. And frankly, seeing what you all accomplished with those miracle stones, if I could get my hands on at least one, if one still remains, I feel like I could finally complete my research and change the world. Allow those who never studied magic to be able to provide themselves with things they always wish they could have. Like, could you imagine giving a town in the desert water, endless water that could never cease? Could you imagine those who deal in colder climates heat to warm their homes? Or even those who go and seek other worlds, that possibilities to fly. I think I could do it.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking something similar. I do wonder if there's a stone left. I don't think I would know over the table personally how many have been used.
Wouldn't.
Yeah. But if there is one left, it would be among this group. So
Your friend, this Mary. I understand she knew me once in the future.
she did. That's actually where she's from, so there might be another version of her running around right now, maybe. Who knows?
Yes. With your help, I would ask your help in ensuring her future, ensuring her safety. In return, I may help a certain ship finally fly.
I think that can definitely be arranged.
You know. I said once, I'll say it again. Melchior, you never cease to impress me. If I wasn't so busy, I might actually take a good fancying to you.
I guess I would have to say the same to you.
Let's see how we can go and continue to change the world.
I gotta put like an arm around her shoulder. I can't wait.
Rita immediately blushes the point of the shade of a very ripe apple.
I don't say anything. I ignore it.
Okay,
I ignore it.
Rector.
Mhm.
You can feel the weight of the miracle stone in your back pocket. You can feel untold adventures ahead of you, and you can feel yet again this pull. When you're so close, you feel like you are to retirement, so to speak. But you feel the pull of adventure ahead of you. What thoughts go through your head? What, if anything, things you would like to say?
Outwardly, Rector will continue to be Rector. He'll be the tired old man, because he is tired and he is old, but he is definitely leading into it at this moment because internally, Rector is finally realizing he has no more obligations outside of friendships. And the possibilities are starting to roll in this man's head. So while he feels the weight of the stone in his pocket, he overheard what she was asking for, what Rita was saying. And eternally, Rector says to himself, that would be a great thing. Perhaps that would be the best use for it. But not today. Rector has his own goals. Some ideas that he's starting to realize that he could possibly accomplish because he's been able to do a lot even without the stone, and the stone gives him potential to do other things. So he is not going to hand the stone over, and he is going to continue to play the old man and continue to be a friend.
Not far away, you see Shade. Shade. You notice that Captain Barry has come back to the center with what's left of his men. Not really looking for anyone to talk to in particular, but was there for a moment to go and address him and his people. And now would be the time to do it.
Shade will walk over to him. I like that Shade's becoming the PR team between the Luxaturna crew and Barry's crew. She'll walk over to him.
Ah, I see one of your goody two-shoes have decided to grace us at the end of this grand endeavor. Captain Barry smiles back to you.
I just wanted to thank you guys for the help. I hope you didn't lose too many good people.
Raises a hand. Miss, 'tis not but just repaying a favor. You all granted me my current position. A debt has been paid, and now I may finally go and reach to establishing a world upon the seas themselves. The chance to, how would you say, encourage true freedom. Freedom from all the borders of the land.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would do.
Ah. Aye.
Just don't go hurting innocent people. I imagine if Melchior heard about that, he would not be too happy with you. I would not be too happy with you.
Yes, the upstart.
And neither would I.
Okay.
Autumn approaches Jade from behind, glowering lightly. Captain.
Yes. Technically, I guess that makes seeing my niece.
She
Or
crosses
is it
her arms.
daughter, as it were? I don't understand this whole family matters.
Family matters indeed. Whose debt is it that you have repaid? The one in which you helped orchestrate the slaughtering of my entire village? Has that debt been repaid?
No,
Does Firefly know?
she does. Speaking of which, I'm glad the pair of you are here. Firefly and I have been talking. We have discovered a few things that the late Karloff did in bad form.
You mean
I
aside
feel
from
like
everything?
everything, but more personally to her. She and I do not take kindly, you see, to brainwashing, let alone gaslighting and all the various lovely terms. We feel like that she needs some time with closer family to find out what she truly wants. I take ye pair of you would be the perfect educators in the matter. To show her, is here in the distance, Firefly ripping up another pair of bodies like an angry toddler. As Captain Barry continues, a bit more control over her powers that the late, once again, Karloff had bestowed upon her.
Autumn looks pale. She looks slightly terrified.
More than as her father. Yes, not her biological father, but as her adopted father. And the smile fades from Barry. I'd want nothing more than my daughter to get the best support that she could ever deserve in this world. If you wouldn't mind the bad form, it would do me a great honor if you would allow her to continue on your adventures, to help her find a bit more of herself, to show her a bit of the way outside the machinations of some evil priest to some dragon god. To show her the way, as it were.
Well,
Shade's gonna look
bad
at
form.
Autumn.
She's my sister. I would do anything for my sister. And if she wants to come with us, I will do my best. Oh gods. I now have to teach 2 creatures to control their powers, don't I?
You may have to, and just so you know, she doesn't want to come with you, but as her father.
I'm sorry, she
feel like
did
she
not
should
make
go
this
with
choice?
you.
This was not her own choice? You who preach freedom make choices on where others should
A
go?
dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. Oh no.
Just Autumn or
You too.
oh no.
Oh, that was under Autumn.
I know. You both managed to avoid the rock that was chucked your way.
I have done nothing! Autumn grabs the rock and throws it
My
back.
daughter, your sister, does not know her own strength, her own temper. And quite frankly, lassie, she deserves some time with her sister after all these many years.
I do not disagree, but if she does not agree to this, I would not force her against her will.
Shade's gonna look at the rock. How big
As her
is the
father,
rock?
I am.
Do you
How big is the rock? About the size of a very, very large cow. It's enough to kill someone on strike.
Oh god, I'm glad we dodged it. But listen, Captain Barry, I fully agree that does need some improvements to her temper. But as a deer folk, and as you who proclaims that you wish for freedom for others, I do not think it is right that we force her into this unless she agrees to it.
True, but she's not a deer folk anymore, lassie.
She is. Listen.
I dare because Naveen Devil made her, in more way than one, a dragon.
Look at her. She's.
But at heart, she is family. I've managed to teach her so many things. The thing I lack is actual. How would one say? The good, what you have exemplified in your time away from the atrocities of Pelennor. Both of ye. Even ye, who she has managed to remove a limb from her very body. I'll be watching. I'll leave you this endeavor alone.
Will you at least speak with her on this?
I have.
Ugh. All right. Let me handle.
She looks at Shade. There are other matters I wish to discuss. Pay no mind to the herd of Minotaur standing over there looking sad. I'm going to grab my daughter and speak with my sister. Please, one moment. And she just kind of mumbles the rest of her sentence as she brisk walks towards Barda and Sabine to try to grab Sabine off of him before she
Barry allows it.
Firefly.
I will say that during this occurrence, I'm assuming you're taking Shade, yes?
I was talking to Shade because she was right there.
Okay, good. I'll also say Zena, that you're here as well, because you are the babysitter of Sabine.
Pay no heed to the herd of Minotaurs standing around awkwardly behind Barda.
That was on Shade's list to ask about, but she has other priorities at the moment. And we could do this later, Flint, but Shade does want to talk to Rector at some point. I don't know if you saw the message or not.
I have not yet, but I will allow that, yes.
Okay.
I would also like to walk up whenever they finish with Barry.
To Rector?
No, to Barry.
To Barry.
Barry? Okay.
Yeah, Shade's just kind of standing there awkwardly.
Yeah, Autumn's done with Barry. She's going to talk to Firefly whenever next.
Okay.
So feel free.
Oh, I don't really have much to say. I kind of just want to walk up and be like, "Oh, you're still here." I'd forgotten.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put a very brief pin into the conversation with the various slaves that Iskender has found. Sorry, Barda has found. So Melchior, Rector, has come up to you and said this. Please, real quick. I'm very curious. Your response, my dear friend.
No, I was saying that to Barry.
Yeah.
Barry? Oh, my apologies.
Barry.
Yeah, we mentioned Barry.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this was not the Rector.
No.
Apologies. It's like bridges in my head right now.
Rector's like, oh.
You see a little bit of the DM bleed. Okay. Melchior, you want to talk to Barry?
Yeah, I kind of just walk up as I guess Autumn walks away and notice Barry and say what I said.
Yes, the upstart. Glad you're not dead. I've been looking forward to our inevitable rematch.
Yeah, well, you see, I was actually in the position to possibly be dead, so I appreciate the concern.
Ye'll never be dead. Because even in the underworld, I would find ye and give us a chance for a true rematch.
I mean, I don't know why you're looking forward to it so much. You kind of ran away in the last one.
Well, I was a bit outnumbered. It wasn't exactly a good form fight.
I mean, I don't know. We were in the air. TikTok was on the ground. You still ran. So.
Be that as it may, if there was everyone in this world who I feel could give me a fair fight in my defeat, I'd rather it be coming from ye.
But we'll have to make that happen now, won't we?
Aye, but I intend to continue living for a wee bit longer.
Yeah, just don't overstep.
You're one to talk there, flyboy.
I'm just trying to save the world.
Aye, and I'm here to free it.
That's full freedom for all things. Not always the best.
Aye, nor is trying to save everything.
That's a fair point.
Aye. Just know that I'd never disrespect or hate your stance. In fact, I welcome the challenge to my view of the world.
As do I. I guess we'll see which one of our views comes up on top.
Aye.
Can't
Just don't-
guys ever have a normal conversation without having to try and one-up each other?
When do I ever try to one-up people that don't deserve it?
Aye, says Captain Barry to no one in particular. I'll wipe that smug look off your face yet.
We'll see about that. I kind of just like give him a wave and I turn around and walk away.
You just laughed a deep belly laugh to that. Zena. While this has been going on, dear Felix, I'm saying this to you, the player. You find the princess upset because you don't see Aegean anywhere. However, you did find the pair of you a very blood-stained piece of his clothing on the field. Princess looks to you, Zena. What happened?
I was with you the entire time, Princess. I do not know.
You left him alone?
I was teleported.
You what?
Elio teleported me away.
And you allowed this?
I had to save you.
But Aegean was a part of me. He is me, and you just allowed that to happen? You never once thought to protect him?
Princess, I understand that you are upset, but I will not allow you to blame me for doing my job.
Zena, if we are intended to continue adventuring together, I need to know that, yes, you are here to protect me, but those I care about, because they are me. Tell me, like, what has he ever done to you?
Nothing, Princess. He has done nothing. However, you were in a tower. I needed to reach you.
But she gestures around towards those you slaughtered. I could clearly take care of myself, yes? Do you doubt me so much? I've traveled so much, so far without you. Do you really think me so much of a child?
He was surrounded by people I trust. Princess. I do not know what happened to him, but his body is not here among the rest of the corpses. Then he must be somewhere. And I promise you that I will help you find him. But do not for a second think that I doubt your abilities. I saw you with my own eyes. However, if you were to ask me who I would rather stay beside, a man I do not know, surrounded by people I trust, or the princess I have known for years, trapped in a tower, the decision would be quite easy for me. You might not like that answer, princess, but that is the truth, and I will not take it back.
Where's the size? Zena, you are my closest friend. You are my longest, oldest friend. Tell me, how old am I? I am your age, am I not? Have you and I not grown up together?
We have.
And I've been able to find my own decisions. And do you find me to be so naive to not be able to make the proper calls to keep myself safe?
You ran off with a boy you had met 2 times to a place you had never been to with no training. You left me alone. And when I finally find you again, you are put in jail. I trust you, but forgive me for
So
speaking
what?
out of turn, princess, but sometimes you do not give me a reason to trust you.
Zena, my dearest and oldest friend. I only know that I could have gotten this far because you have inspired me so much. You have taken on so much for me over these years. You have done and sacrificed so much in this idea, this almost naive and, dare I say, tragic, almost unjustified belief that you deserve worse. And time again, you've shown to me, my friend, my sister, the power of perseverance. What it takes to survive in this world, what it takes to find what we care most in this world. I left our home because I felt like I had allowed far too many, to tell me how I should view the world when I have yet to view it with my own eyes. I didn't follow Aegean because he was a pretty face. I followed him because I felt in my heart, for the first time, someone who was willing to travel the world with me because of me, not because of some prophecy or something I was by blood, because of who I am at the very basic. And it's brought me so much joy to know that I found you again in my adventures. I've been so thrilled to be a part of the danger. But if there's anything I gain from this is to know that I'm not as defenseless as I once was. That I am able and capable to fight alongside of you, as strong as you. Zena, my friend, my sister. I don't ask you to forgive me. I just ask you to continue to, I guess, travel with me as I find myself, as I get to know my betrothed, as I get to know who I really am on the inside. You've done so much for me. I just want to prove to you here and now that I am more than the sum of everything my father, all of the advisors ever thought I was. As ever and always, I've always wanted to prove, and nothing more. I just ask for your help to continue growing in that matter. To come with me no matter what happens, to help me be the better me, and I would be overjoyed to help see you grow as well.
Senna puts her hand up. You don't have to say any more, Princess. I'm hearing you. In the time we spent apart, I learned a lot from my new family. And I learned kindness and perhaps more patience. I learned happiness for the first time. And there would be nothing on this planet that would make me happier right now than to travel with you. And she puts her hand on Callisto's where she's holding Aegean's bloody cloth. And finding the man you love. If you would let me.
She doesn't take your hand, but brings you into the strongest and most satisfying of hugs.
Doing this again. Just gonna hug her back.
In the years to come, Zena did travel far and wide with Princess Callisto, as well as Aegean, who did manage to survive his blows from Karloff. The two would eventually have been wed, and Zena and Callisto would grow in many ways that they never would expect. Dominic, yes, was eventually imprisoned for his crimes in Amber Cove, but it was not a death sentence, nor was it a full, hard imprisonment, because in his moments when he was finally brought to the face of the law, he did stand up in the end for what was good and vouched for all that was good and for all that was right that he could. He helped explain the innocence of Callisto. He helped clear any wrongdoing to any of the Eternals' involvement. But more importantly, he helped expose what part he knew to Faerun's involvement in the death of so many ambassadors. Above all else, Zena, though, I will say this as your DM. It's always been a pleasure to have you here, and a wonder to have you be you. And I can't wait to see what you'll bring as a player to my world. But just know that if and when Zena does come back, that I'm more than happy to continue telling the stories for her. Because, oh boy, has she changed the face of Versailles in more ways than you could ever believe.
Thank you, Flipworth.
Sorry. For better or worse, the Kirk clan survives. your family returns with you back to the mountain to help guard the tippy top. But you, as a warrior, discover that Ula returns for all of her service, beseeches to you the need, nay, the requirement of your experience in helping to train the next one to many generations of Ula's warriors, of the Kukur clan, with all the experience you've gained from surviving Barovia, the surviving Salt Marsh, to helping to essentially push back Tiamat.
Is she
Hey,
talking?
I'm here. So she's going back to the mountains to train the Cougar clan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Normally
Hope there's
that...
ti-
Oh, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Hope there's time for one last night on the town with the boys and girls before she goes. That tracks.
Naturally. And we'll say that before you all do go separate ways, there is one last night in the town where much partying, much canoodling, not that kind of canoodling, but like, merrymaking is had.
Oh.
And if you do see characters doing that, I'm not going to go and DM it now. I'll leave that to your own imagination what exactly happens. Because sorry, like Xena, whether it is now or ages later, I can see coming back again. But until then, just know this. She does go and make the Cougar clan proud. She does go and help lead so many of their people to levels that they couldn't even dream to be. She makes her people proud. She makes her gods proud. And Autumn, I know you're still playing as, well, Autumn, but just know that Kasari has been one of my favorite characters to ever DM in my time as, well, a forever DM. And she will be sorely missed.
Thank you. That's really nice of you.
Bastion. On the field of Uryale, you see so many of your friends hugging, saying their goodbyes, their affirmations of their support to one another. Is there anyone in particular you would like to go and speak to before, in this, I guess, in your story, is said and done?
I think I gotta talk to Shade. So.
You're very low.
The sage?
You were very low.
Is this better?
Yep, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay. I go talk to Shade for a minute.
This motherfucker's gonna make me cry again. Just fucking watch.
So how's your head looking? Are you guys just about all set? Where are you gonna go?
It sounds like we're heading to Aspio. Well, after stopping by Barovia and probably seeing the old man off and thanking Maria like Melchior wants to. How about you?
Yeah, for the most part. Looks like I'm gonna be the captain to my own ship. and a man. Have to find a crew. And
if there's anyone who can pull it off, it would be you.
True. But what can I say? You've been more like family than you may realize. whether it's us goofing off, or me antagonizing you, or us putting together a whole ass concert.
Me casting
Done a lot of
Thunderstep
crazy
on
things.
you.
Oh
Not
my goodness,
Thunderstep.
yes.
Was it Thunderwave? Fuck, what is that spell called?
Make them the strobe lights. It's magnificent sight.
I don't like performing too much anymore, but I gotta say, your concert was pretty fun.
No, of course, it'll always be one of the biggest highlights of my career.
Not the lawyering?
I mean, that aside, I have no objection to that. And oh yeah, Prime Mutter, that motherfucker, he still owes me $1. But regardless, just know that no matter the distance, and no matter the dimension, the plane, or even the time period, if some kind of weird time paradox bullshit happens again.
Don't jinx us.
If there's a need, pray to the gods, to Bahamut, and I'm sure if it's needed, or if it's willed, I'll be there. You're never alone. Even if you go through some of the toughest times coming ahead, you're in great hands with Captain Mori and the crew there. And for those of us that are splitting, we've made some very fond memories. But you'll always have a place in my heart, my mind, body, and soul. There's always a compartment for my big sis. Show me the ropes of cartography, getting sassy with people, tax gun, just amazing stuff. I know it's going to be a little while. We'll always be together. And I love you, brother. So be safe. Don't be a stranger. Message me whenever you want. My door's always open.
Well, lucky for you, I know sending then, huh?
Ditto. Here's looking at you, kid.
Shade will give him another hug.
Give her a hug, and I'll softly wander off. For I have a new mission. And it starts today.
Good luck. And the same goes to you, by the way. If you need anything, find a way to reach out to us.
Always. A Beatle thing.
Oh, shit. Fuck you, Wolfie.
Okay. DM needs hugs badly. Let's see, what have I been hit here? Okay,
Are you
Autumn,
okay, Celine?
Autumn, hi. You have a group of found, discarded, Mad King. Emergency Korg, Autumn's here in my room. Okay, hi. Emergency Korg. Hi, Tifa. Oh, okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good as a DM. I'm great. I'm grand behind the screen. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Fuck.
Hi, how are you doing? Okay. I'm trying my best to get centered here again. Uh, hey, Para, are you there? Elio?
He said, hold on.
Okay. I'll just get back. Hello?
Oh,
Thank you.
hello?
Hi, how are you doing? Welcome back.
There we go.
There you are. Okay.
What you need?
Um, is there any kind of last words or thoughts you would like to bring up about your boy at this time?
Like?
Any kind of thing you would kind of like cap off your journey, your adventure, anything like that?
No, I'm good.
Okay. As your DM, I would say that Elio would go on to find and continue searching, for their mother and trying to find the secrets behind them, what their involvement was with the Black Network and the Dragon Cult. But what was more important in the long run was that they were able to explore the world. They were able to find more friends. Because while the mysteries behind their mother was like what drove them to leave their island, their home, but
It
what was
was
more
more of an
important,
excuse.
yeah, what was more important was those he met along the way. Because the mother left him in the long run. In the short run was the fact that Ellie would go on to find and meet so many more people and change their lives in ways for the better. And whatever cosmic thing was behind them or helped to guide them along, just to know that, for better or worse, they're happy to have been involved in this story.
Yeah, it's like he's like the sun, distant but always there. That's how I'd put it. Yup.
Okay. Well said. Um, I was intending to take. Well said, Pear. I was intending to kind of like make sure, story wise, I appropriately did this in proper order, but I think my notes have gotten so messy crossing out and trying to keep things in track that is just a final, I want to say, note to everyone here while we have you all here together to go down from top to bottom of my list here. Barda, actually no, Fire Autumn. Let me note here. You're the last one I need to go and really speak to. You see your husband, your love of your life, your best friend, with an uncertain future, with you, with the call of the White Stag to go out, with your daughter, Sabine, with so much magical energy untapped, who knows to go where. What are your final actions?
Well, Autumn probably would have, tried to talk to Firefly about coming with them. Not sure if that's going to happen later, or should I...
You find Firefly
Oh,
out in the field.
okay.
A whole lot of blood in her. She's more red than her actual colors.
Well, actually, wait. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to do this a different time?
You can do this now.
Okay.
You can do this now.
Well, I mean, first she has to get Sabine from Barda, I'm sure. but if this is the last time they're going to talk for a while,
Keep Sabine with you.
yeah. Just gonna tell Barda that we're gonna get everyone fixed and that she trusts him to take care of these people, and that maybe if, depending on where they're all going, we can go back to the homestead and get everyone settled in. Just give him a big hug and a kiss, because I guess this might be goodbye for a little bit.
Kisses you back. Gives you the warmest of hugs.
Well, then, since I know that these people are in good hands, my sister, and she's gonna try to go to her sister and convince her sister to come with them somehow. Sabine.
You find,
Yeah.
yeah, you find Firefly amongst a pool of blood. She herself is in her human or dragon or deerfolk form. She has all her pirate garb. She has your former mask, cracked as once was, at her side, tied to her belt. But she just looks down into the carnage just with forlorn emotion, with just like loss on her face. She sees you approach and just remarks, "Come to pacify the monster, I guess."
Autumn, holding Sabine in her arms, says, "No, I've come to see my sister." She approaches Firefly and, without Firefly's consent, just like embraces her with one of her arms. Goes ahead and gives.
Roll a charisma saving throw.
Oof. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Wrong sheet. Nix that. That's not Autumn's sheet. That was Kasari's sheet. My bad. Please excuse me. Autumn's charisma is not that high. Yeah, that's more like it.
So let's see here. Your Autumn's roll or modifier is what?
I accidentally rolled. Kasari's sheet was open, and
I know. But what is Autumn's modifier? It's 1 plus nothing?
1 plus. What do you mean?
What's your
Proficiency bonus?
do you have a proficiency in charisma?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's 11 then. Because you took, I'm thinking basically your first initial roll, which was like, it was like 12, plus 1, which is 13.
My first roll?
Yes, the one you did incorrectly with Kasari, which is, the game.
The 12 that you rolled for Kasari, which ended up with 23 plus 11. So 12 plus your modifier 1 plus the 1 for the Stone of Luck.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Yes, because that's the initial roll the moment called for the gave to you. With a 13, you start to embrace Firefly. She nibbles you in the arm, or let's say the ribs, which doesn't take the wind out of you. It hurts a little, but she allows the hug as you embrace her.
Winces a little bit from being elbowed, but takes a deep exhale to try to recover from it. She's physically been through a lot in the past month, to being still in one arm, and says, "I've missed you so much. Could you please come with us?"
I don't want to leave you again.
Firefly looks at your daughter, looks at you. So you're willing to deal with a monster, a killer like me?
Oh, be quiet. I've
No.
killed countless beasts.
I tore off your friend's arm. I've killed full crews in cold blood. I am a monster. And you still see me as your sister?
You are my sister.
Oh
I-
my.
Look at you. You're my sister. I had hoped and prayed that I would find someone who'd survived, and not a day has gone by that I've regretted not being able to help you. And I couldn't possibly abandon you again. You're my sister, and I love you very much, and I don't care what you say about being a monster, because we've met several dragons now, and they're not monsters either, and what you say is hogwash about being a monster because you're a dragon and has killed people. That wasn't your fault. You didn't choose this.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Do it.
17.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Firefly looks at you. Looks at Sabine. I'm dangerous. You can't keep me around her. She's starting to cry. I can't be around you. I will hurt you. I will hurt everyone you care about.
But about you. And to be quite honest, we're both dangerous too. She tries to smile.
Try to what?
She's referring to Sabine and herself when she says that. That she and Sabine are also dangerous.
Being cast wild magic.
Oh god. You didn't have to prove my point! What happens?
Firefly. Sabine just giggles and points at Firefly, who tries. You see rage across her face. You see like death in her eyes. You see her teeth, normally for deers, suddenly grow into that of like dragons, almost like meant for meat. You can see mostly the blood on her teeth. As she just looks at you with like the intentions, you can see across her eyes, her soul, her very being, to try to scare you away with every fiber of energy has left. As she speaks, a little pink bubble floats out of her mouth, followed by a stream as she just like tries to shout again, just as Sabine laughs as her spells get effect on Firefly, as your daughter has diffused the situation once again. She rolled a 49 on the wild magic chart, which basically for the next minute, whenever Firefly tries to talk, pink bubbles float out of her mouth as she's trying her damnedest to scare you away, but can't seem to, as pink bubblegum flavored and scented bubbles flow out of her mouth.
Pulls back a little bit to give her some space as she's shouting and probably like confused. She's trying not to laugh. It's very obvious, but she's having trouble.
Sabine is giggling at this.
Oh, sister, you're so dangerous, I see. How silly of me. These bubbles are surely lethal.
You see death in her eyes as she starts to like. You see fire come, like the heat come from her mouth as she just like tries her best to like fume as a stream of colorful bubbles come out. Sabine is collapse.
I think she likes you. sister. It would be a shame if, you weren't to come and spend more time with your niece.
Firefly is in sheer visible anger. Spits another flume of pink bubbles. Looks to your right, finds a boulder the size of your house, the literal house, picks it up and chucks it across a good 100 feet across the field and starts fuming and just full on like Yosemite Sam, like and kind of like in a circle, kind of frustration. She starts kind of like in pouting form, walks just towards the others. As you hear a distant, just very loud but audible, but not too that dangerous, kind of like as the rock hits and craters somewhere on the battlefield of Uryale.
Autumn looks at Sabine and taps her nose and says, "Say, that was a close one."
Bean just holds onto your hand, starts sucking on it.
Your
little finger.
Oh no. No, she's too cute.
Firefly would definitely need some time to think, but she would continue on with getting to know her sister. Well, Barda would go on to go and could take care of the free slaves in Pelennor. What they would do, who knows? Time will tell, but just to know that he was able to go and give the same level of freedom, the same level of choice to those like him, to those who are literally like him in both gene and spirit, but maybe a few years in between. To give them that chance is all you could ask for and more. But in the long run, in the history, in the Chronicles of Versailles, just knowing that he's able to help give Autumn the peace of mind, to help her find the hope she needed to go about her own journey with her family, was matter to him more and then some. Before I go and close out this story, because granted, I've been awfully emotional through all of this. I feel like I've missed something. Maybe it's my paranoia. I do apologize if I've missed anyone here and now. But is there anything that we should go address that hasn't been said and shouldn't be left unsaid?
Not good on my end.
Do you want me to talk to Rector now or next time when we go to Barovia?
And you could bring that up now. Go for it, you two.
Okay, hella. I imagine this is gonna happen during our visit to the bar for our little celebration. At some point, while everybody's just like enjoying themselves, Shade is going to go up to Rector and tap him on the shoulder, and then just kind of gesture out the door in a way that signifies, "Hey, I want to talk."
Rector would follow. As soon as they get outside, he'd reach for a smoke and light it up.
Jeez, do I stress you out that badly?
No, it was the portal to hell and the five-headed dragon that did that. But yeah, you're pretty close sometimes, kid. What's up?
Well, so glad that you brought that up, actually, because that's what I was going to bring up. The fact that you followed me into the portal of hell. What the fuck were you thinking?
Ugh. Takes a drag. Are we friends, kid?
Are we friends? Like, she's more looking for confirmation from him.
Listen. I told you I would help y'all's crew. I've been with y'all for quite some time now. There is no timeline. There is no possibility that even Niken could find in her fucking book where I do not follow you into that fucking portal to make sure you get out. You have shit. You have to go find your mother. You have to go find your family and do a whole bunch of other things.
Shade's like staring at Rector as she looks a little thoughtful. And then after a moment, she folds her arm and like leans against the building and just nods. You really aren't like them.
Like who?
My elders. I thought you were gonna be. I mean, you definitely scolded me like you were. But she scratches her head for a minute and she looks like she's like holding something back.
Just say it, kid.
You just seem like you actually care. And I guess in a way...
Rector holds up a hand. Shh, keep that down. Like, we do not want them to get an idea, alright? Just keep that between us.
Why do you think I brought you out here? I don't want to fucking say this shit in front of them. I was gonna say
Oh,
thank you, by the way.
Well,
Before
I'm
you
more
so
worried
rudely
about Sky overhearing you. Can't have her figuring out that I care. Then she'll put me to work again.
Jeez. Shade smiles and just like shoves him a little bit. Anyway, I was going to say thank you for saving my life. At the time, I was scared. I was horrified. I figured that I was gonna die there. I mean, it was 3 fucking dragons. But I was also willing to sacrifice that. I mean, yeah, I have shit to do. But the world needed to be saved. And I figured that if I did die, well, I'm sure the crew would probably not have that happen for long. And if I did stay dead, I know for a fact that Melchior and Autumn would, without a doubt, save my mom for me. So I didn't have any issues with it. And then here comes Mr. High and Mighty himself, throwing himself directly into the portal of hell. So, thank you.
You owe me.
Of course I do. And thanks for other stuff too, like the picture book and she says this through gritted teeth, scolding me about Xanathar, even though that was none of your business. But thank you for caring. She's doing her best.
Hang on a second. The Xanathar thing, running into the gates of hell. You know, you make some really interesting choices. When it comes specifically to, like, your well-being, you have a bad track record. You really should work on that.
Well, what can I really say? If it helps these guys, I'd probably make more deals with the devil himself, to be honest.
Your mom's still on the water plane, right?
I guess so. Since
Well.
that cult is probably still in action.
Well. If you ever need a way there, I could get you and whoever else is going. Whoever else you want there. Because that's what friends do. I don't know where you'll end up, but I'll at least can get you there.
Well, thanks, pal. And she'll nudge him again. I think first, though, we need to find out exactly what we're dealing with. And considering my old man is involved with the Black Network, maybe he'll have some answers. After I beat his teeth out.
Ooh. Spicy. Where'd you get that attitude from?
Her dad.
Oh, hi, Sky. What are you
Sorry, I was just eavesdropping. Please, pray, continue while I go and judge you.
I knew he was wiretapped. I
Fuck.
knew it.
I'm a god. I'm allowed to comment where and however I please.
I told you. I told you she was listening.
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
But seriously though, please continue. This is amazing to listen to.
Well, I've kind of always had the attitude. It just kind of intensified once I joined the Muttley crew. I'm pretty sure that was Nikolai's fault.
Listen, if you ever need help, feel free to reach out to me. I don't know where I'll be, what I'll be doing. Honestly, at this point, it's kind of up in the air. Like, I'm just going back to Barovia just because it feels like it's the only place I can go right now.
Well,
That being said,
if Barovia doesn't work out for you, we're still open. If you ever decide you want to come back. I know we're kind of out there.
will there be more portals to hell?
If I have anything to say about it, I hope not. There may be a portal to the water plane. That's the opposite of hell, it seems like. Less fire, more water. Ugh.
Yeah. Indeed. How about this? You, me, Melchior, and Autumn are all going to Barovia, right?
Yeah, Melchior needs to go thank his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, her.
She's grinning.
Yeah, she might not even accept me, and I have no idea. I'll think about it on the way there. How's that sound?
Fine by me. Don't feel forced, though. You do what you need to, man. I'm just saying that if you don't have anywhere else to go, we're always open. I'm sure Melchior and Autumn will agree.
You know, thanks for giving me the chance.
Thanks for putting my actions into perspective for me. So that makes us even, right?
Yeah, -1 jumping into the gates of hell. Dead.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like we're even.
Mm, how about this? We'll ask the sure if he thinks we're even.
You bring that motherfucker over here, I'm killing you both.
Really? You know he really likes you and respects you. You know that, right?
Oh, bullshit.
I think he likes all of us, honestly. The sure really likes this group.
You know he's the reason I'm here, right? He didn't tell you that, did he?
I don't. No, I don't think he did. Where would you be if he didn't bring you here?
No idea, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, we could
We're
cut it off there. I will say Shane
get
will
up to there.
probably give him the story, but I'll give that to Rector and DMs.
Yeah. It's been requested by me, to me I should say, that Melchior would like to say one last thing in character. Moody, you have the floor.
Thank you. So as the night kind of winds down, I think Melchior would stand up, kind of say something. They'd probably go with something like this. I don't have this written down or anything. It's just off the top of my head.
Hey, welcome to my world. Go on.
So Melchior stands up and he says, "I'm not one for long speeches or grand displays of emotion, so I'll try to keep this short." He kind of looks around the room and like locks eyes with each member of the crew and says, We've hit a point where we'll be splitting off, and it might be a while before we see each other again, though I'm sure we will, ideally under better circumstances. It's been really great getting to know you all and seeing you grow and face the challenges that we've had to face over the last couple of months. And just know that even if you're not part of the ship, you're always part of my crew and part of my family. And my help is always open to all of you. That's all.
Okay. Well said, my friend. I think there is where I'm going to go for now. Say that is where you all, in one last night, the Eternals, took the time to party, to laugh, and to be with one another, to celebrate the victories, for better or worse, in this crazy, crazy wild world. And as your DM, which I'm going to bring up on camera here, I'm going to say here and now that while I know I am the one who kind of pushed and made the call to split up into smaller groups, just know that I have not done it lightly. It breaks my heart on the inside so much to see me having to go and break apart what it feels like to be a group that has helped me become the man I am today. Not just as a DM or as a storyteller, but as who I am today. I am running a YouTube channel based on my experiences from running games for you all. And while it kills me to finally accept that DMing should be spent with smaller groups, just know I do take pride in and cherish all the time we've had spent in the years 3 years at that, having about roughly 6 to 8 players on and off, typically around 8 for 3 years was something I'll never forget. And going from here, I'm not sure what adventures will happen. Just know I'm looking forward to them. And I thank you so much for being up to this point, to enjoying the story, to enjoying the world of Uryale and D&D with me. And yeah, I cannot ask for a better group of players. I cannot ask for a better group of friends, and frankly, found family. So I'll see you in the next game, the next session, next campaign. More details to come exactly when it's going to be in September. But until then, thank you for saving not just my world, but our world. The world that we all play in, and here's what comes next. So, cheers to that. Cheers to future adventures. Cheers to future internals, whether it's characters we're playing now or new ones. To me, you are the heroes that Uryale deserves no matter what. And I can't wait for what's next. So, thank you for making me feel like one of the luckiest DMs ever. Cheers.
Thank you, Flitworth.
Okay, recording.